Do I carry pictures of the nice guys on business on my phone? Yes, but they're very tasteful. How did you know it's my birthday? You guys are the best. Not really. Oh, it's perfect. A box of fuckery from the nice guys.
Andy's like, hey, this newfangled fucking internet, this is cool.
Oh, don't give him shit. Come on.
Doug, do you not see the children?
If you don't think that Andy has ever said the word
Facebook Live,
fuck to
Virginia.
his kids, or you
doesn't even know he's on-
you are nuts. His wife is so mad at me right now.
Look at the look on that child's face. He's like, I cannot believe he said that word.
Andy, I meant to tell you, I know this is probably not an opportune moment, but that child is actually mine.
Okay, Doug.
That doesn't surprise me.
Well, let's say this Twinkie represents the normal amount of psychokinetic energy in the New York area. Based on this morning's sample, it would be a Twinkie 35 feet long, weighing approximately the same as the nice guys on business. Hey, we've been going about this all wrong. Mr. Stay Puft's okay. He's a sailor here in New York. We introduce him to the nice guys on business, we won't have any trouble. People assume that time is a strict progression of cause to effect, but actually, from a non-linear, non-subjective point of view, it's more like the Nice Guys on Business podcast. It's all fuckery. Reach in there and grab my wallet. It's the one with bad motherfucker on one side and the nice guys on business on the other. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed Strickland. Prepare to celebrate. Today on the Nice Guys podcast, fencing, fighting, torture, revenge, giants, monsters, chases, escapes, true love, miracles. Oh, no, that's The Princess Bride. 3 days a week, they're able to hold it together. This is not one of those days. Welcome to Fuckery with the Nice Guys. Adults need not apply. No interviews, lots of ranting, and they sometimes stumble onto something useful. Go figure. Now it's time for Nice Guys Fuckery with the kings of fuckery themselves, Doug Sandler and Strickland Bonner.
I am now recording. Yes, we are all good. Wow. It takes a village, Strick. It takes
a village to get Doug to do something? No, what's the takes a village?
Something like that. Again, if you're tuning in on Facebook Live, it's great to tune in on Facebook Live, but come on over and click the Zoom link in the box, and you can come right over to us on Zoom, and then you can contribute to the conversation. We're going to talk about mass hysteria. We're going to talk about fear. We're going to talk about all of the things, all of the feelings. You know me and feeling, Strick. What the fuck are you doing, Strickland? What are you doing?
I am texting somebody. I'm sorry, I was in the middle of something. I'm just one quick text. God damn. This whole video thing,
yeah.
Screw that, right? Like, I used to be able to do that, and you had no idea what I was doing, and you didn't care. You would just yap on like you always do, and you wouldn't care that I was texting because you couldn't see that I was texting. But now that you're looking, here, I'll do it like this, right? I'll put my phone up here so it's right in front of the camera and you won't know. And it'll look like I'm looking at...
I'm not sure how I feel about the fact that you've been texting for 5 years. I haven't known about it.
You can hear it on your show, actually.
Oh,
sometimes, yeah.
Oh,
not you clicking, but when you're actually not really paying attention. And Doug's talking and talking and talking, and you're like,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is fairly normal that I am talking and talking and talking and Strickland is not paying attention. I just never realized how distracting it was, and now that he's on video, now I can see.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
So so Strick. So the reality of where you are right now. So you're in your house.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know accurately with pinpoint, painful precision accuracy. Exactly right now. This is the important question of the day. How many rolls of toilet paper do you actually still have in your house?
I probably got quite a few. I happened to buy a 24 pack, like right before all this shit went down. So
literally,
exactly. I want to hit my rim shot, but we're not on Zencaster, so I can't do that.
You don't have it. We got a ton of people that are listening to us over on Facebook.
Do we
if
really?
You're listening, if you're on Facebook, just click the link. Come on over here. We want to hear what you're doing. We want to hear what has been going on in your lives. We want to hear how you are kind of coping with all of the mass hysteria that's going on. We would love to know, how are you coping with this? Now, if you are like many people out there, I'm sure that right now you are either tuning into this live as you're standing in the line at the grocery store. Strickland, do you fucking have lines at the grocery store right now?
Yeah, depending on the grocery store. Yeah, we have some. Although I was at Costco the other day and didn't have to wait any longer. I mean, it was like I went yesterday, so it was Friday, and it was slower than it normally is on Saturday, actually. But that's out front. They got this big board that says we are currently out of, and this whole long list of shit they're out of. So it's like, don't even walk in the door if you're looking for any of this shit, because we don't have any of it.
I think that's pretty smart that they actually tell you what they're out of. That's pretty cool. I like the fact that if we went to, where did we go yesterday? We have Ralph's here in Jenny Bellinger is with us. Jenny, you're muted.
Doug, how can we tell? All I see on Facebook is the Zoom link. How do I tell how many people are watching? By the way, are you recording now?
I am recording now. So if you click the tab without clicking in the actual window, if you click the tab, you'll see how many people are actually tuning in like right now. So right now we have 9 people tuned in over on Facebook Live, and we got a
10.
Just the Nice Guys community.
Just do it on my page, or if you've shared it, do it on your page. Jenny Bellinger, what's up, lady?
Hey, how are you?
Jenny, do you, I know you probably will point a direct finger at me and say, how the hell, Doug, do you not know what a Death Star is? I mean,
that's so funny you say that. I was literally just listening to that part of the episode because I was trying. And I was like, seriously? I mean, come on. I'm younger than you are, and I know what a Death Star is and what it does and how it works and how to destroy one now too.
Why does it have anything to do with being young? By the way, Strickland, that was a very good bumper that you put on. That was Jenny Bellinger reading. Now, what was that?
I had to. It was because of the Star Wars, because of your comment. I had to put Jenny's on there, but I was feeling a little a little randy, I had to put a whole bunch of bumpers at the beginning because I thought it was that kind of episode and people needed a good laugh. So I put a lot of Steve O'Brien at the beginning and then a ton at the end. So
very cool. So just so we get back on Facebook Live for a second, Hope, thank you for being here. Angel, thank you for being here. Spending tons of time on my patio under the sun and listening to great content. Obviously, that stopped when you started listening to us, Angel. JJ and I actually just got back from the beach. We spent about an hour and a half or so walking the Pacific Ocean, not actually out to the ocean, along the ocean. So the important question of the day, we asked Strickland how many rolls of toilet paper he has in his house, and he said he just bought, prior to all this craziness, he just bought a 24 roll pack. And how many of those do you have left? Jenny, what are you drinking?
Fireball on ice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fire.
I got to pour some more here because look, I'm almost out.
Red wine.
I put a lot of ice in because I'm like, you know what? That way I can just bring the bottle and then refill it without having to go for more ice.
Yeah,
holy shit! That's the
wow. What a great idea.
Oh, Jenny, you got the big one too. Right?
I swear.
Oh my God! Look, Jenny, we have the same amount of. For those of you who are not watching on video or just listening to the episode, Jenny and I have both held up our bottles of Fireball. Mine is the Jim Beam version. They are both the 1.75 liter monster size bottle with a handle, and they are both close to empty.
That's good.
Basically at the same level of empty. Okay, Jenny, here's the real question, and this is important.
Oh.
Do you have another full bottle backup?
It might be on its way to my house right now.
Yeah, but Strick, you know as well as I do that liquor is an essential item, and the liquor stores have remained open.
You know what kills me? I just heard this. I haven't confirmed this, but somebody told me that in Pennsylvania, they closed the liquor stores. Like, why would you do that?
They close them normally. You can't go to, it's called a state store, and they're not open the same business hours. They're not open on Sundays.
Yeah, but today is Saturday.
No, I remember, but they closed them for good. Like during this whole crisis.
Well,
why would they do that? People have to numb themselves somehow.
They are much more conservative there.
Much more.
I mean, that's where the Amish are. Let's keep in mind the entire culture of that area. It's not saying that everyone in Pennsylvania is Amish, obviously, but they are much more conservative there.
Can we talk about the real disaster of the moment? I mean, seriously, if we can just get to a moment of severity here and talk about the real serious moment. we actually are out of episodes of Downton Abbey. we have run through.
Wait,
all
we
of
have
them.
the movie.
I know. We only have the movie left. The movie is kind of like foreplay for me right now. I'm like, I don't want to watch the movie right now because I
then
just
we'll be
want
done.
to.
Okay,
Because then we will be
so-
finished. I will be spent.
So if you are into period type pieces, I highly recommend Outlander.
That is amazing you said that. Can you give me a little, without giving me any secrets, because JJ and I were walking down the beach today and we said,
I
what
think
are
Jenny
we going?
was one of the first people who told me about it. I had asked like last year and I, of course, didn't write it down, right, in that post. And everybody's giving me their stuff and I should have written it down and I didn't. But I remember Outlander a few times. I think I asked you what it was about. And so it stuck in my brain. So actually, Jenny was the first person, I think, to tell me Outlander on mic when I asked, like, what do I watch next? Here's what I like. No, none of this, none of this.
So
this
Jenny,
kind of
just give me an idea of, and hold on, let me go back for 1 second. Can you guys go back? Hey, Crystal's joining us too.
I
Nice.
texted her.
So,
I was like, hey, if you want to come join us.
If I
don't know,
remember
Crystal.
correctly, wasn't it Strickland, JJ, me, and Jenny Bellinger at my house? I mean, not at my house, but on Zoom at my house back in Maryland. Didn't we have the same phone call? The same Zoom call
At one point.
a couple of years
Yeah,
ago.
I could
as
probably
you
tell you
remember.
that it was April. Hold on.
2018.
It was
April of 2018. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
definitely
it was
2018.
but it was the third week. Yeah, it's the third
Wow.
week in April.
Wow, she was
because-
very specific
Well,
about it.
because we were at New Media Summit like the 10th through the 12th, so it was like the 19th, 20th, somewhere around there. We did it.
Fucking
I agree
remember
with her.
everything.
That was like the week
She remem-
after I met Jenny Bellinger in person for the first time.
Crystal, if you're
Right.
going to be on here, not only do you have to bring your video on because we don't want to just see the word Crystal,
Jenny,
but you
put
also have to
the
unmute
glass.
yourself too.
No.
Crystal.
You don't want to see this disaster that's
Crystal,
happening.
there we go. What?
I see
Crystal's drinking
margarita.
too.
What kind of margarita,
And,
Crystal?
Cheers, everybody. Cheers.
This
Cheers.
is my closet that I'm working on right now. It's a little craziness going on.
That's
but-
okay. That's what this is all about. If you're stuck inside, you
Cheers,
might as well clean
everyone.
the closet out and have a drink, right?
Mhm.
Hey, Crystal, is that a double walled mug or is that just a normal glass mug?
It
It's-
is
Yeah, it's double
like
walled.
this-
It's like a double wall.
Yeah, those are good. Keep drinks cold, really good. A lot of cold going on there.
dude,
I usually don't need to worry about that because I drink it fast enough that it doesn't have time for the ice to melt.
you gotta pour a little jalapeno in this marg.
Ooh, what a good
It
idea.
is
Being
Yeah.
pour
Had
a
one
little
of those.
jalapeno.
Right.
How are you pouring jalapeno in there?
Oh, you just take the jar of jalapeno, pour a little juice in there.
That
Oh,
is
the
Mhm.
great.
jar. I only get them
JJ,
fresh.
That would
Oh.
be
They-
great.
Oh well, you know.
Wait,
I
so,
feel like I need to go put on some makeup or something to be on here.
No.
so Crystal,
I
hold
have no makeup on.
up for a second. I didn't really get. I got one answer from Strickland, but I didn't get the complete answer from Strickland. I asked him how many rolls. The important thing: how many rolls of toilet paper you have in your house as we speak. So, how many rolls do you actually have? I love how the angle of that, Crystal. That's great, Crystal. It's.
Just
I
look
know
at the
it's.
drink.
I know it's important. So, okay. Well, since Crystal is gone for
She's
a second.
there.
Oh, she's back.
And
She's
as
doing her
always,
Put my
She's
weave
doing her
in.
messy bun.
Crystal, how many rolls of toilet paper do you have? Two questions: toilet paper and frozen pizza. What do you have more of in your house right now? I think I have more
Okay,
frozen pizza
well,
than I do toilet paper.
Listen, Doug, the thing is,
Yeah.
and you don't want to see my kitchen. Mark is working on the pantry, but Mark works for a pizza company, so it's kind of an unfair question here.
Oh, man,
Really?
Mark,
that-
Say hi
So-
to Doug.
Hey, Mark.
what's up,
Hey,
Mark?
Mark.
What's going on?
Is that like a
that-
miner's cap you
Yeah.
have on with
Yes.
a light?
Flashlight.
A flashlight on the
Yes,
Or is he
miner's cap?
GoProing? Is he
It's out of
GoProing?
control in this house.
No, it's the light. It's the light. It's
JJ,
Is
that,
it like- okay.
that reminds me of that last trip you went to the gynecologist.
Again, I wish I had my rim shot, but then the next question is, Doug, and why were you there?
Wait, you're not all boyfriends aren't supposed to accompany their girlfriends to the appointment? I thought
Not
that was
into the exam room. No. No.
I thought that was a requirement. JJ said it was a requirement in order for me to qualify.
You all must be very, very tight. Okay.
JJ.
It's all good.
Gosh.
Well,
We've been
Jay-
together every day, every hour for the last 4 weeks nonstop.
Yeah.
So we're pretty tight.
Yeah, we're pretty tight. I thought that was a reference to the gynecological visit.
No.
I wasn't 100% sure.
Oh, I
what that was.
wish I had my rim shot. How
If
could
I
I
was
get
that tight, you couldn't see quite in so far,
Wa-
right? So the
wow,
light
wow.
wouldn't even matter.
Wow, she even had the hand gestures going on too. Wow. So wait, so Chris, nobody's answered this fucking question. The true question
Oh,
is
never
how many rolls?
ask me.
Okay,
Toilet paper.
Jenny, how
You
many
asked me
toilet
about
paper?
Fireball.
Okay, that's true. How many bottles of Fireball, frozen pizzas, and toilet paper rolls do you have in your house right now?
Okay, I have this bottle, which is almost empty, and I may potentially have another one on its way if Marcel thought ahead for me.
Top you off,
then,
lady. Top you off, ma'am.
Top you off, exactly. Here, let me help you with that. For toilet paper rolls, we are probably at, let's see, 15 or 20.
Wow.
You are in
deep.
We have 3 bathrooms, and we buy the mega rolls. And so I had bought the mega thing before all this crap went.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Jenny froze for a second. So
pun intended.
Yeah.
I bought all this stuff before the crap started. So pun intended.
Amazing. And Crystal, how about for you? Fireball, frozen pizza, and toilet paper rolls.
1 bottle of Fireball. We
the
have
big one or the regular size bottle?
regular, yeah.
Okay.
But we have a fully stocked bar with everything else. Good. You don't even want to see that.
Wow.
Probably 8 frozen pizzas that Mark brought home from work, and we do the mega rolls too. So I think we have about 30. Wow. And I found about 300 baseball cards in the bottom of my closet.
Sweet.
And okay, and JJ, how many do we have in here?
Baseball cards, pizza, or Fireball, or toilet
3
paper?
of each. 3 of each. Actually, we probably have 3 Fireball.
Yeah.
We probably have 3 rolls. We have 3 rolls of toilet paper, and we have 3 frozen pizzas.
Wow. Okay. So the question is, which one do we go to first? I never want to wipe my ass with a frozen pizza. I've really been conserving. Here's what I've been doing. I mean, seriously, let's talk about a what's it called? A public service announcement. If you time it right, you can go right from the toilet to the shower, and you don't need any toilet paper at all, right? I mean, come on. It's like the whole human bidet. A shower is a human bidet.
Let me tell you, those are flying off the shelves too. Like you can't order them on Amazon.
That's funny.
The aftermarket ones that you can put on your toilet, they pretty much, at least the last time I checked, because I really have been wanting one for a while, and I was like, "Ooh, perfect opportunity to get one," and sold out.
Are we disturbing Crystal? What do you think? Do you think we're disturbing her?
No, she's multitasking. She's cleaning. She's doing a lot. She's just multitasking.
I muted you just so you have it muted.
Yeah, no, that's good. But no, I'm so glad to be here because I was just starting to think a thought right when I saw you guys go on live. I feel like me and JJ are kind of connected that way. She knows when I'm about ready to freak out. All
right, so hold on. So I want to go down that path for just a quick second. Not that I want you to freak out, but what is it when somebody because I can't grasp the concept. I have no idea what that means. So where does your brain go? So tell me the train wreck of thoughts that happens when you start to freak out. Okay. Where does it begin? Just tell me where it begins.
Well, right now I'm still in the whole excited that I don't have a full schedule and I can get stuff done around my house. But the freak out started like, oh, I wonder how long this is going to last. And it's really going to freak me out if I don't get to hang with my peeps soon. And if I'm only stuck with all boys here. And yeah, it's all fun and games.
Wait, but I'm not.
I have to do this more than a month. Whew.
Okay, so I'm not lowering your severity of not being able to hang out with your peeps, but so far I haven't. That doesn't really. That doesn't equate to freak out for me. That equates to this is an inconvenience. I mean, I haven't heard the freak out for it yet. When does it get to like the snowball rolling down the hill, gaining momentum? Brimstone and fire, dogs and cats ruling the world.
Dogs and cats living together. Well, you know what's going to be the opener for this show, then it's got to be a Ghostbusters.
Yes.
It's got to be one of the Ghostbusters.
So maybe
I got 3 of those.
Not so much. Okay, so maybe my freak out is more the being a control freak. I like to know, I'm very scheduled. If someone in the world could tell me the exact date this would end, I'm good with that. If it's next week or if it's May, whatever, just let me know when it's going to end because I'm a planner, okay?
So
there's a great line, and I can't remember what movie it is, where somebody's got a gun to David Duchovny's head, right? And he's like giving him shit, and David Duchovny's like, whatever. And he's like, are you not afraid that I'm going to kill you right now? And he says, oh, I'm sorry. He says, dude, are you gonna kill me or what? And he's like, why? Are you afraid of dying? He's like, no, I'm just trying to plan my day. Okay?
Wait, is that the same guy that was in Californication?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah.
That was the greatest. That was
a
the
great
greatest.
show.
That was definitely a very well timed. I love his sense of humor. He's just he's such a dark guy, very dark guy.
Great show. And it's like, he's such an asshole on the show, but he's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
You kind of want to like him, but you kind of hate him because he's such an asshole.
So if you're tuning in right now on Facebook Live, we are over on Zoom. Here's what we're looking for. What is it that is your freak out moment? First of all, come over to Zoom because we can't communicate with you if you're on other than just through the comments. Man, I'm fucking getting dizzy from Crystal.
But before we jump into that, can we say a shout out to the people that are actually listening and commenting?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, they don't have to jump on Zoom. It would be really nice if they did. Klaus Stadler. I don't know who Klaus is.
Klaus, I know Klaus. Klaus is a great guy. He was on, believe it or not, Strickland. I think you'll believe this. He was on the Mustang podcast. He is the founder and creator of the Mustang Owners Club. So
that's cool.
Yeah, very cool. It has something like 300,000 plus members. So Klaus, you should come over here and we should talk. Well, we can't talk Mustangs because Strickland will really go crazy if we talk. And Jenny doesn't want to hear it either. Klaus,
I feel like there's balance in the universe because how long did we talk about Teslas?
Very true.
Kind of. And then Brooks Whiteford.
Hey, Brooks, what's up, man?
Do you know Brooks?
I do. Brooks is a buddy of mine back in Baltimore. He actually helped me in my DJ business by helping me with all the equipment, all the tech. A much smarter technology guy than I am. He is kind of like the podcast equivalent of Brooks is you, Strickland. So he knows everything about. Yeah.
I know that I know the name. I just can't remember where I know him from. So Brooks, I apologize if we've met and we know each other and I don't remember, but I can't remember shit anymore. But Doug, I'm glad you remember.
Yeah.
Veronica Turner. Do you know Veronica? I don't know Veronica.
Wait, Strickland, JJ, you are muted right now. So why don't you?
Yes. Hey, Veronica.
Veronica, come on Zoom. Come on Zoom.
So JJ and Crystal know Veronica.
Yep.
She's in her inner.
This will be an inner circle takeover of the nice guys on business. All right. Who else, Strickland?
We've got Angel Rebo.
Angel. Now, I think Angel is a member of
New Media Summit.
Oh,
did I pronounce his last name right? I don't know him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice, very cool. Hey, Angel, I'm looking at. Oh, I remember Angel. I'm looking at his profile on Facebook now, so I remember.
Oh, friends with Kelly Dower. Yeah. Okay.
Very cool.
Craig Cushing. Again, more people I don't know. Do you know Craig?
I want to say yes.
his profile picture. It's like him with some really cool glasses, like shade glasses on, and like a really cute girl that looks like maybe his daughter, right? And then a bad ass Mustang picture. I don't know if that's his. It's like a Mach 1 70s Mustang.
Wait a minute. I gotta go.
You just got to highlight over Craig because
I don't know how do you? I don't understand how things work here. If you, there we go.
Hang on. I opened the picture all the way up, and it's like a smoking hot babe coming out of the Mustang in the snow. So I'm guessing it's not his, but it's a really cool Mustang. Actually, you know what's really funny, Craig? If you're still watching, the headphones that the girl, again, I'm assuming it's your daughter, that your daughter has on, I have those exact same headphones. That's really cool.
So I'm going to try to make the connection here. It looks like Craig is friends with my friend Jim Chattis, and Jim also was a guest on the Mustang podcast. Jim is the proprietor and owner of Motor City Grind, which is a really cool restoration outfit, service company, or whatever you call it. Restoration. What would you call that? A mechanic. Restoration mechanic. He's a Mustang guy.
Okay.
So, Strick, what's interesting is we have more people that are in JJ's inner circle in my Mustang group than we do actually have.
Maureen, there's Maureen.
So Doug, I'm going to ask you really quick. Yeah. Is it really surprising? I mean, we've been doing this podcast for how many years? 4 years or something?
5,
right?
Strick. It's 5.
5. We've been doing this podcast for 5 years. And on and off, we have begged and pleaded and bribed our community to just get involved somehow, and they never have. Why is it surprising that they are continuing to not get involved?
Jenny's representing your community.
I'm only here because of the nice guys. Yeah, but I do have to say there's a difference because notice JJ said, I'm texting. So now let's put the mirror on you. How many people did you text inviting them to this event?
Nobody. I don't.
I just did it right now. I did Crystal
but
first.
Still,
yeah.
Jenny,
And then,
Jenny, you know what I mean? That's
Jenny,
the difference.
can you do me a favor? Can you share this on your Facebook page? Because you'll probably get more people. You probably Virginia Mooskies will probably. Get Virginia to come over. I really want to hear Virginia.
I'll see if I can. I will.
Can. Strickland, who else do you know? I don't know anybody. The only people I know is the only person I know is
Jenny.
JJ.
Jenny's here. She's the only one I know.
JJ's the only one I know. And Maureen is
JJ's
here, but only
defense,
in
I saw you come up on live and I started to go in and then I got your text.
See, she would have come in for you without me.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, that's so
yeah,
sweet.
because I'm trying to be part of the Nice Guys podcast. I think you need a woman on there.
I totally agree. I couldn't agree with you more.
I don't know how to do any. I'm trying to watch this kind of simultaneously on Facebook at the same time. The challenge with doing that is that it's delayed. It's delayed on
majorly
right. No,
delayed.
it's majorly delayed.
That.
Yeah.
I hate that.
So Hope Metzger is tuning in. Also Strickland, and you know her. She's from Baltimore. She's from the original Band House Entertainment before she.
Okay, so that's really funny. I was going to mention that one next. So I need to back up because Craig, dude, the early 70s Mach 1 fastback Mustangs. Again, I know, Doug, I'm going to mention Mustangs, so I know you're not going to cut me off, right?
No, I will not.
I love the idea of the 64 and a half or the 65 Mustang just because it's the first ones and it's when you were born and all that shit, right?
Right.
But to me, the coolest Mustangs are totally like the fastback 70s Mach 1 Mustangs.
Okay. All right. Yeah, they were ultra cool. They really were. There was a lot of those. And yes, I agree with you. Hey, what's up, Maureen? Maureen, unmute yourself. You're muted right now.
Okay, so now Hope Metzger.
Hope Metzger.
My God.
Yes.
Welcome. Hope, thank you for jumping in. I have no idea how you found us, how you saw us, but she mentioned my 5 o'clock shadow for those of you looking at the video. This is my regular normal beard now.
That's permanent.
I had it like more kind of fuzzy and I'm like, I don't like that. Right. So now I keep it. It's not like a 5 o'clock shadow. It's like a 4-day beard, but I keep it like that. And Jenny Bellinger, who has known me for a while with the beard and knew me briefly without it, prefers me with it. So I've got it. That's the only reason I'm wearing it is because, Jenny.
Hey, Maureen, welcome to our Zoom call. So the key question is the entrance. In order to get entrance to the room here, we need to know how many rolls of toilet paper and how many frozen pizzas you have currently right now.
I only got one package for myself, actually. So about 12 rolls. That's about
one package is 12 rolls. See, in our house, one package is 4 rolls.
Not necessarily. We buy different kinds.
See, I work for Walgreens though, so as soon as some comes on the shelf, I grab the pack right away.
Oh my God!
You're
nice. Maureen, can we hire you to send us some toilet paper because we can't find any.
Maureen, so how does it work?
I
Maureen?
will send you some with my roller balls, JJ.
I need to understand how the process works, Maureen. A truck pulls up right now. And in addition to other things, they have toilet paper on this truck. Do the employees all get first crack at whatever they want before selling to the public? Give me a behind the scenes look at this, Maureen.
Yeah, well, pretty much, yes. But we're only limited to the same amount that everybody else gets. So
that's amazing. So Maureen,
we have a limit of 2. I took 1. That was it. So.
Wow, that's so nice of you.
That's very good. So if somebody were to, for example, want to pay you to take the second package that you're allowed to have it. And let's say a package of, what would 12 rolls be? What would that be? Like $15, do you think? Something like that? Less or more?
Yeah.
Not that much, but I wouldn't risk. There's a little bit of risk here. So if I get caught doing that, it could be a problem for me.
Oh, okay. I don't want you to get caught doing it, and I don't want you to actually do it. But what do you think that you could get if somebody came into the store? At what dollar amount would it be tempting you? Beyond just like, hey, I'd think about it. I can't do that because I'd get in trouble. How much do you think? At what point would you have to think about it?
I could probably get a lot of money for one package of toilet paper because we ran out within about a half hour or so.
Wow, you run out in a half hour. Okay, so how much would that dollar amount have to be in order? I know you wouldn't do it, but I'm just curious. What is that? What is that tempted amount? And if anybody that works for Walgreens is listening in, I understand Maureen.
And you will do it. We will buy.
Would never do that.
I'm just kidding.
Hey, look, it's that kind of price gouging is completely illegal. So I guarantee you that Maureen would be selling that package for the retail price. She just might charge a $95 delivery fee. Okay.
Shipping and handling. She'd be charging that for shipping and handling. That's how she can do it.
Exactly.
I totally get it. So, Maureen, could we actually ask you to, JJ will take this offline with you, but we would hope that you would be able to send us of course, at retail
Crystal
price.
just offered to send us toilet paper. So
wow.
She's she's 30 rolls, although she has boys. They shouldn't need too much.
They don't need too much.
Right? Oh, they use a lot? They use a lot? Do they poop a lot? More than normal? Yes, they poop a lot more than normal. Okay.
Hey, look who just jumped in, Doug. Two people. Mark Wilner.
Wow, what's up,
Mark? Mark Wilner. It's been a long goddamn time. And Virginia Mooski.
Virginia, it says,
Mike,
what's the link? Just look at the fucking, look at the post.
Are you allowed to swear words Facebook
Mike
Live
Gordon.
right now?
Mike Gordon's here. Mike, unmute yourself.
Yeah, but
you
said
the owner
Doug,
of Mike's. Hold on, Mike is the owner of Mike's Music. It's very important. He is here. I want to talk to
Mike
Mike.
Skirvin. We didn't
No,
invite
not
Mike.
Mike
I know,
Skirvin.
but let's invite Mike too. I've been texting people on the side.
Hey, Mike Gordon, can you unmute yourself and turn your video on, dude? Because we want to see your face. I have not seen you in at least 2 years, and I'm a little bit happy that you are here. But you got to unmute yourself.
Who's got a bird though?
That's Maureen.
Hey, Maureen, could you mute yourself? You're welcome to unmute when you are not talking, but we're like the bird is a little distracting.
I got it. And Mike doesn't understand how Zoom works. Mike, you've just had to take your entire company from a face-to-face presence to online. You know how to fucking use Zoom. Unmute yourself and let me see your video.
Go to the lower left corner of your screen.
Hey, honey, there's you can say host request.
Bite me, Joe.
Okay, Mike, we can hear you now. Say a word or two. Are you there?
Hello.
What's up, Mike?
So I was pooping. That's why I didn't do the video on.
You were pooping?
Oh,
yeah, I was pooping.
Do you have toilet? You have
so
toilet
you must
paper?
have toilet paper.
It's a good reason not to put the video on. Thank you, Mike. We appreciate it.
We so much appreciate that.
We really appreciate it.
Hey, Mike, let me talk to Mike for a second because I really have to understand a couple things. Because Mike, I love what he has done, and I love the way that you're promoting this. I've watched his Instagram posts. Mike has a music store that has how many lesson rooms do you have, Mike, in your store?
24.
He has 24, and they are always packed from beginning of the day to the end of the day. And he has had to take that entire process online. So, Mike, how has that taking that process been?
900 students.
900 fucking students.
Jesus, that's nuts.
So
hey, can I make another comment about Mike?
Yeah.
Since I'm not living in Baltimore anymore, I can say this without fear of reparations.
Mm-hmm.
His wife is hot.
He knows that.
His wife is really hot.
He knows that too.
Strickland, my feelings are so hurt now.
Oh, hey Virginia, what's going on, lady?
All these other people.
Hey, Mike, can you do me a favor? Can't you turn your video on? I want everybody to see your beautiful face for a moment. Are you still pooping? You're not pooping anymore.
Yeah, let me see. Oh wait, start video.
There you go.
Oh, there I am.
What's up, Mike
Can you see me
Gordon?
or no?
What is going on?
What's
I'm so
going
happy
on?
that you're here.
I'm here.
Yeah. Mike is just.
Oh,
chilling
thank
now.
God he leaned back because I was worried he was still on the toilet.
No.
So Mike, tell me about the process. Now, Crystal, when it comes to panic, listen to Mike. He has 900 students, and his store was all face to face when they do their lessons, a music store. So when there comes to panic, Mike has the right to panic. You can't panic because you can't hang out with your fucking friends. All right, I'm sorry. All right, so Mike, tell me about the process that you went through to get 900 students to buy into going on Zoom to do or Skype to do their lessons.
So yeah, we were just trying to keep everyone employed because a lot of our teachers, like, this is their only form of income. So we called around, we saw what other people were doing, and we got connected. We just got everyone connected with Zoom lessons. We went and called every single person, 900 people, and said, "Hey, we're moving everyone to Lily."
Hi.
Hey, Lily. Oh my gosh, Lily, you're like 100 years old now. You're beautiful. You're tall. You're everything. What's going on, Lily?
Oh, she can't hear you because it's going the sound is going directly into my hearing aids. By the way,
tell her I love her.
Hearing aid.
Tell her I
And
love her.
that's not because Mike's old. It's because he's a musician. Which same thing for me. That's why I got to wear headphones and crank them up because I can't hear anything.
Exactly. Basically, he said, "Hi, you look like you're 100 years old."
Poor girl.
But he said
It was a
nice
compliment.
things. Hold on, he
Did you
said
make
nice
sure that
things.
she knows that was a compliment at least?
Oh, shut up, Virginia.
Oh my God, Doug and compliments. Okay,
Yeah, it was a compliment.
Hi,
Yeah.
Lily.
All right, so we went through. We called everybody, and we tried to sell them on the idea of video lessons, and we held on to about 70% of our students.
Wow.
That's
The
good.
other 30% are like, yes, the remote thing's just not going to work for us. But as soon as you're back in business, call us and we'll be back on the schedule. So,
And of course, you maintained the no coronavirus cancellation policy, right? You had that in your clause, didn't you already?
exactly. If you feel bad, or this was before we closed the doors to the public, if you feel bad for any reason, fever, whatever, stay the hell home.
Right. Well, man, I appreciate you tuning in here, brother. And I haven't seen you in a long time. I owe you a visit next time I'm into. Andy Heller is here too. Oh my gosh, this is going to be cool. So next time I'm in Baltimore, we gotta at least get together, practice a little social distancing, and have a beer together, at least 6 feet apart.
Sounds good.
Hey,
we can have a
welcome.
beer together right now.
That is true. Well, I am
what
drinking
I'm talking
wine, and JJ's drinking
Oh,
wine.
nice.
If we are all bringing, except for Andy. Andy, did you bring any alcohol today? I can't hear you, Andy. Andy, we can't hear you. Hold on a second.
He's probably pooping also.
Yeah, there you go, Andy. Andy,
I hope
here. I'm
not.
going to unmute you. There you go. What's up, Andy Heller?
Dude, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
What is going
Right?
on? Andy's
We're
like,
all about the crazy.
Andy's like, hey, this newfangled fucking internet. This is cool. I wonder.
Oh, don't give him shit. Come on.
Doug, do you not see the children? Do you not see the children?
Oh,
Children, Doug.
if you don't think that Andy has ever said the word
Facebook
fuck
Live,
to
Virginia.
his kids, or you
He doesn't even know he's on-
you are nuts. His wife is so mad at me right now. He's like, hey, my little son.
Look at the look on that child's face. He's like, I cannot believe he said that word.
No, you're on Facebook Live. You're not just. This is not just podcast. So
Hey,
remember that.
Andy, I meant to tell you, I know this is probably not an opportune moment, but that child is actually mine.
Okay, Doug. That doesn't surprise me.
What's going on, Andy Heller?
My angel.
Oh, I'm going to go eat dinner.
All
See
right.
y'all later.
See you,
Mike, bye.
See ya.
Say hi to your wife for me.
Do you say that?
It's
And all I
with
can
your,
think
with
of
you
is
boys and comments like that. I don't get it.
Hey, you know
Look
what?
at
all I can
JJ's
think of
face.
is
I love
the
you, JJ.
Saturday Night Live skit with Matt Damon walking around going saying, "Hey," or not Matt Damon, Mark Wahlberg going, "Say hey to your mother."
Okay,
Hey to your wife.
I need to go back and go to a comment. Virginia Muskies. Virginia is here. Thank you, Virginia.
Thank you, Virginia, for
Doug,
being here.
So when Virginia said, "What's the link?" and Doug was like, "It's there. It's right there, right? Like it's in Facebook." Which is the same thing he said to me. I'm like, so fucking copy and paste it for me, all right? It's not that hard,
No,
right?
it's not my fucking responsibility to
Oh,
share
wow.
my
It
post
is
with
if you want a big group of people
Thank
here.
you.
He's my fucking co-host. He's the co-host of the
May I
show. He
speak?
should know how to find it.
Hey, I
May I
figured it
speak?
out, okay? I'm not
May
saying
I
I
speak?
couldn't figure it out, but it would have
Yes.
been nice. It would have been
All
easier.
right, hold on.
May
Virginia
I
wants
And
to
of course,
speak.
Virginia, the same thing.
Yes.
And I love Virginia put thanks, Doe, D-O-U-G-H.
No, I
is a
did. I
great
realized I
reference
spelled
to
it wrong, but I didn't say thanks, by the way. That
You
is
didn't?
not what I said.
Oh,
I
God.
used my famous 6 letters. And anyone that knows me when I say 6 letters for you,
Oh,
Bite
Yeah.
me, Doe.
Virginia, we
I thought
just
that was
appreciate
actually a
you being
reference.
here.
I thought it was a reference to
well,
that.
I didn't even know about it because I'm not watching the news. I'm not hanging out on social media, So thank you, Jennifer, for having my back and bringing me here today.
Who the hell is Jennifer?
Because some people, Jennifer, some
Jane
people
Belcher.
didn't think to personally invite me. I'm just
Wow.
No corona here.
No, they did ask for you. They were like, "Where's Virginia?" And I'm like,
get
"Let
they
me get
asked
her
for it,
on
but
here."
you know what? Wait. Jenny Bellinger,
Yes.
Douglas, and
Yes.
Strickland,
Yes.
both
Yes.
have my cell phone
I know.
in their phones.
I
And
have
they
it.
can-
I
they
have it.
have thumbs.
I didn't
They
even
can
text.
text.
I
You're
didn't
gonna get
even.
your mother on here.
Hey, Doug.
Yeah,
Doug,
good luck trying
They
to
do
tell my
have
mother how
opposable
to
thumbs.
get
I'm
on.
just saying. I know it's
Doug.
hard to believe, but they have
yes,
opposable thumbs.
All right,
Doug,
go ahead,
she's serious. She called you Douglas. I've never called you Douglas ever.
That's not actually my name, so you can call me Douglas, but you could call me Doe, and it would be the same thing.
Some
for
people
me.
call them Snuggles too.
So, Andy,
That was a typo.
We stole all of Andy's thunder. Andy Heller, I have no idea who the hell you are. Please tell us what's going on. Who are you, Andy Heller? Because Doug seems to know you.
Well, God, where do we begin? It's a long story. I'm in Maryland. I'm in Baltimore. Grew up with Doug and his brother Dave. Dave and I grew up together. His whole family. Doug I've known for seems like forever.
Andy,
and we have, and just so you know, we have two words for that.
If you don't get to it quickly, Andy, Strickland's going to cut you off. So you better hurry up.
No, I'm just going to start texting. It's okay. I'll just ignore him like I ignore you. It's all good.
I'm just a normal guy.
Andy,
I
this
just
isn't real life.
appreciate
Andy, this isn't real life. You actually have to be exciting here. All right. So,
I appreciate that he's letting us.
And what else? We live in Hollywood.
Hollywood, Maryland?
No, he doesn't live in Hollywood. He lives in fucking
California,
Pikesville
Maryland.
with all the other Jewish people in Baltimore. You know that.
Pikesville, of course. But I appreciate that he's got his kids in with all the F-bombs that we're dropping. He's like, whatever.
They hear him at home all the time anyway. He always yells at his wife.
Did I meet you, Andy, at the Shiva?
At my brother's funeral,
We did.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi.
Yeah. Hi. How are you? Good to
That
see
was
you.
our last joyous occasion that we were spending time together at my brother's funeral,
All
Andy.
the best occasions, man. I'm telling you.
Marcel is here. This
Marcel,
is
that was a stretch getting Marcel on. Jenny, you just sort of
Jenny, how'd you
reached
manage
out
that?
and nudged him, right?
Well, if you want, I can try texting my ex-boyfriend from high school, who's now a Nice Guys fan.
Oh, is he really?
yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
Jenny.
yeah, let's hear all about Jenny Bellinger in the X days.
Oh, Lord.
Ooh. Hey,
Yeah.
Jenny.
Does he have
Marcel.
some X?
Oh, look at that,
Jenny?
Marcel. I think Marcel.
What
Oh,
set
no,
is
he's
he
in the
sitting
back
on?
From the Bat Cave.
I thought he might have been. I thought he was on the TARDIS for a minute. He's in the Batcave.
In the
Well,
Bat-
I thought it was like the zombie apocalypse aftermath or something in there. I don't know.
This is a big secret. You're not supposed to know about it.
Who's this guy? Where'd he come from?
Andy, they're saying the same thing about you.
Where the hell did he come from? How many people on the
Hey,
line?
Jenny, I don't know about you, but look, I'm a little dry.
You need more.
Andy, this is actually our next
Already
episode
got
of the
it.
Nice Guys on
I'm ready
Business.
to
Wow,
go.
this is our next episode on the Nice Guys on Business podcast. So you actually are just tuning in. This is actually what we do every week and have done it for the last 5 years. Where the fuck have you
This is
been?
awesome.
Uh,
Where do I send the check, man?
Andy, if you come back next week and we're not here, just wait a little while. We'll be here eventually. So you just
That means I've been abandoned.
So, Slick, I can't help you out, but Jenny, I got you covered. I'll be by in a couple of hours with a bottle of Cannonball.
It's
All right,
okay.
so-
I've already got my refill bottle. I'm all good. Jenny has hers on the way. I just
And
love the fact
when
that
Marcel
Jenny
got
and I-
home, look what he brought me. He didn't know I was in the office with anything, so he brought me rosé. So I've got
wow,
Fireball and
rosé
rosé
all day long.
I wonder
just
what it's
love-
like
Everybody
to
live.
that stuff.
So let's see. So JJ, why don't we all say where we live that are on Zoom right now? JJ, where do you live?
On the other side of that.
Even though it looks like JJ is actually like in an official office and Doug is like in his living room, they are right next door to each other. Yeah.
Yeah, we're in California and he's
Uh-oh.
gonna play the guitar.
Got the
Nice
guitar. All right,
Guys
hold on.
Blues.
So Los Angeles, El Segundo, California. Wait, Strickland, where are you going?
He's getting his guitar.
Okay, so Jenny, you go.
All right, I am St. Louis, or actually outside
you're
of St.
not.
Louis.
So is
Yeah,
Crystal.
So am I.
Shut up!
Crystal,
Oh my
where?
God, come by.
We're in St. Louis.
Crystal, where?
I am
What part
in
of St. Louis?
Fenton.
Okay, we're in Ilfallon.
Fallon.
Oh, you're
As
on
opposed
the
to Mo Fallon.
north side?
Yeah, we're
know,
we're
right?
O'Fallon, but see here we're gonna teach y'all some geography now for those of you who are not in St. Louis. There's two O'Fallons. There's O'Fallon, Illinois on the east side of St. Louis and O'Fallon, Missouri on the west side of St. Louis. So we always have to say whether we're from Fallon or Fallon.
And there's also, don't forget, there's Jimmy Fallon, which is across the river from you guys too.
So time out. Did you grow up on the ill side or the
Well,
Mo
then
side?
there's the Free Fallon
Neither.
song from Tom
Thank you.
Petty.
Tom
Virginia's
Petty.
from Jersey
Free
originally, and
Doug's got his
I'm
friends.
from the Air
Miles
Force.
from Jenny.
Who's from Jersey?
Miles away from Jenny.
Doug.
Hi.
That's Bailey, Doug.
Who's from Jersey?
Virginia she grew up in Jersey.
What part of New
Dude,
Jersey?
I've already told you that I talk like this really, but I don't talk like this
I-
because my parents are from Chicago.
What
So I
part
have
of
to
New
speak
Jersey?
proper mid-
Where'd you live?
Oh, honey, Flemington, New Jersey.
Oh,
home
honey.
to
Ah, Flemington.
prior to the Miss America pageant
there's
and the Lindbergh kidnapping trials.
and the outlet and the outlets in Flemington. You can get
And
some
the
good
outlet, which
you get-
wasn't, wait,
Yeah.
Doug,
Yes.
that wasn't always an outlet. Before it was an outlet, it
Yeah.
was called Turntable Village. And it was where all the trains went in on the way to New York. And they would get on this like Lazy Susan thing and it would turn them around so they could go back to New York. And it was like this little village where you could go like dip candles and shear, like a colonial village when I was a kid. And we used to do field trips there every single weekend. It's only been an outlet mall for like 20 years.
Marcel.
Only for 20 years. For those of you
drinking one bottle at a time behind him right now.
for those of you who are actually listening to this on Friday on the Fuckery Show,
We're sorry.
we may come back at some point, but right now it's just old home fucking.
Okay, listen, you put Jenny in charge. JJ asked her where she was from. I'm down the street. You knew we were going to take it over for you guys.
That's
Pretty much.
okay. It's all right. A takeover is okay. So
You
I
allowed a bunch of podcasters
Doug, we
on your
have a
show.
I know, right?
True.
That was our first
Jenny
mistake.
and I are going to launch the Bad Girls on Business.
Nice.
Bad Girls on Business.
That sounds pretty good.
Bad girls.
Bad Girls
Hold on,
on
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Business. Yes.
Wait a minute.
Bad girl.
Let's see if I can remember this. Wait.
What are you going to play? Bad Boys, Bad Boys?
We can't hear you,
Can
Strick.
you hear
Rick, we
that?
can't-
Wait a minute.
No.
Strick, we can't hear you.
Sad girls. Talking about the sad girls. Anyway, sorry, I'm playing Donna Summer, but you
Strick,
can't.
you gotta get
I
your-
only have my electric and not
I
my
was going to say, you need your acoustic right
Well,
now.
I could plug the electric in, but it's like, nah, fuck it, it's too much work.
Hey, so,
I like how
so,
this middle strip on my screen are all these ill-Fallon people. Like
This-
Crystal.
Oh, really?
so
Jenny, Marcella,
Tim Hatch is on Facebook Live right now. He says, how come I've
Hold
never
on.
seen this before? It's because we've never done this
Never
before.
like done it before. What the fuck?
So
Yeah, go ahead, JJ.
Crystal, we
Fail it.
weren't done with where everybody's from. So Crystal is in St. Louis, Missouri. Maureen is in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Nice.
Marcel, I'm guessing you're also in St. Louis. So this
Same
is-
house. He's right over there.
I was going to say, I live
And
with
Andy's
Jenny.
in Baltimore, right? Andy's in Pikesville.
Baltimore.
Okay.
Reisterstown, close enough.
Right.
So
Okay.
JJ is now taking.
Sykesville.
Hey, Andy, can you text your brother and tell Tommy to get on Zoom with us?
Yeah, how do I do that?
Yeah, just text him.
I can FaceTime him right now.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get Tommy on.
Tim Hatch on Facebook Live.
Andy.
He's like, Tim Hatch is saying, "Is this every Saturday?" No, Tim.
No.
This is
Nice.
not. This
It
is
could
not
be.
every-
It
During
could
the
be
every
quarantine.
Saturday.
Since we have nothing
It
right during
is
the quarantine.
now.
Andy,
All right.
is that your daughter that you were just talking to?
Yeah,
that's his
Bailey.
daughter.
How old is she?
24.
Andy, I speak for you and Doug and I.
Yes.
We are so fucking old. I swear to God. What the hell?
I thought she was 13.
Hey,
Jesus.
by
Sorry,
by
honey.
raise of hands, who's got more frozen pizzas than people in their house? Who's got more frozen pizzas than people? We definitely do.
How about
Definitely do.
spaghetti?
I have more bags of pinto beans and rice than I have. in my
Wow,
house.
what were you?
I'm
What are you
always 30
anticipating?
bags.
Are you-
I'm
Go
same
ahead.
age as Dave.
What's
yeah,
that, Andy?
Andy's almost 60. He's like 107 years old.
Dog years. Dog years, man.
Dog
Yeah.
years. Oh, she's Andy. I think that Bailey is trying to get Andy's brother Tommy, who I went to high school with. He was the guy that I used to get in trouble with because they had mini bikes, motorcycle. They had dirt bikes in their garage, and
Okay.
There he is.
hey Tommy, what's up, man?
Oh my God. How
Can he-
meta is this? We're on Facebook, on Zoom, looking at Andy's phone, looking at Tommy. What the fuck? Are we in the fucking Inception right
We've
now?
incepted.
Like, we can talk to Tommy, but he's only talking at 1/10 the speed that we're talking because he's 3 layers deep in Inception.
You realize when Tommy returns that I will actually be 7 years older because we went through this time zone. We are going through a black hole, but there is a wormhole in that black hole, and it's folded over to allow us. So every minute that we actually are spending time talking to Tommy, it's actually going to be 7 real years that we're going to come back to.
Now I need
So
to
we'll come back to normal life again.
Now I need to make a note for the intro because I need to also do wibbly wobbly, timey wimey from Doctor Who for the intro, along with the other one that I've already forgotten.
Wait, I gotta talk to Tommy for a second. Tommy, what's going on? Where are you in Florida, aren't you, Tommy?
I am.
Tommy, I have a couple questions. Do you remember when we were like 12 years old and we would always take you and Andy's dirt bikes out, just you and me?
Yes, I do remember. Those were the days, Doug, that I will never ever forget and always cherish.
Your mom and dad, they got so mad at me, and my mom would tell me never hang out with that Tommy Heller guy. He's nothing but trouble. And you know what actually has happened? You ended up being the good guy, and I was the one that's all trouble.
Questionable. You know what? We created some good trouble. Okay, back in our day, we're the kings of the hill. Right?
That is true. I'm so glad you're here.
Tom,
Tommy.
you got to join this podcast.
Tommy, thank you for
I wish I could. I don't know how.
He doesn't have Zoom.
You don't need Zoom for this. You can
You don't need Zoom.
Just tell him to scream
It's
out
a
his
link.
window. Bailey, tell him to just scream out his window. He'll be fine.
I recommend that you throw that new toothbrush you were showing off away.
Oh my God, that thing! Oh, that is the worst. Has anybody actually bought that toothbrush aside from me? I just wanted to see what it was about. I figured it was an invest. I said, if this thing is under $100, I'm going to invest in it. And it was like $24.95. And I bought it and I got it yesterday and I could not wait to use it. And I thought maybe my first experience with it, I should actually do the unboxing actually and do it. It was crazy.
But I can still understand every word you said when that thing was in your mouth.
Yeah, I could too. That was so weird.
But see, here's the thing. I really think that we should all join together to keep the economy going and keep our spirits high and buy the stupidest thing we can possibly find online and then like share it, right? And we could do an entire Mercury episode on that.
I love that. Everybody take it.
Fucking
Everybody
fun.
buy an item that you never thought anybody like. You know the one I'm really interested in buying. It's the it's the suit that's like a sweatsuit. It's the suit that's comfortable. What is it? I don't know. What is it?
You must be getting ads for that because I'm not.
Yeah, I know that Jenny always gets the ads for like the vibrators and the adult toys. I don't understand why she gets that.
And then we get the benefits.
Yeah, and then we get the benefit. Oh yeah, thank you, Jenny. By the way, those toys that you gave us the gift certificate for. JJ is enjoying them. She's spending an awful lot of time not with me though. I don't know why.
I don't blame her. It's all good.
So Tim Hatch says, I can lend you a flux capacitor if you need to get back and edit this at some point. And he also says,
no, flux capacitor. No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Nobody nips me.
Okay, I'm going to apologize for Doug right now. And when he said, by the way, Tim Hatch said flux capacitor, which is correct.
Okay. Yes.
Doug said it wrong, but keep in mind, Doug doesn't even know what a fucking Death Star is, okay? So we're going to give him we're going to let him slide on flux capacitor.
Well, I'm going to say that the flux capacitor is from Back to the Future. Is that correct?
Very good. That is correct.
So I got that, and I didn't even Google that, but I had no idea what a Death Star was. I do apologize for not knowing what it was. I'm really sorry.
I need to check in. JJ, are you okay, honey?
JJ, you're muted. JJ is muted
I'm
right now.
fine. Yes, I just keep thinking I don't know how you can publish this because it's just ridiculous to listen to if I'm not watching this. So I'm just trying to do my part by not overlapping with anyone.
So it was so funny because
I was just
JJ
checking. There was this look on your face. I had like a sister thing happen. And
Thank you, Virginia.
About 5 minutes ago, JJ was like, okay, we've gotten through all the intros. We know where everybody's from, and she's walking through it, right? And all I'm thinking to myself is, JJ is now playing the part of Strickland, okay? Because that's what I usually do. And tonight, I'm like, fuck all this. I just have, it is out of control. I'm not even going to try to pull it back in. And you know what? For anybody listening to this as the Friday Fuckery episode and not looking visual,
yeah,
you know what? They can't all be great, all right? Sometimes they're it is what it is.
Hey, we're
I
1,050
want to say that
episodes
if you're just
in.
listening to this, you really missed out because us girls, we look really good right now.
You do.
Oh,
hey, yeah, by the way, you know
man.
what? For anybody listening to this as the Friday Fuckery episode, go find the replay on Facebook.
Yeah.
Because I got to tell you, between JJ and Jenny and Crystal and Maureen and Virginia and I'm not going to say it, but Andy's daughter. There are some hot fucking women here, okay?
Easy.
Andy, close your ears for a minute, okay?
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, Wait, sorry, that was
Andy.
uncalled for.
Andy, I had you muted. Say it again.
Nice guy.
Well, that's why we're called the nice guys on business.
Yeah. Okay, I'll cut that out in editing.
Andy, with the folks that you have in your house, how many rolls of toilet paper do you have in there right now?
In our house? Well, I'm
Yeah.
at my daughter's, but in our house we have, I don't know, how many rolls of toilet paper do you guys have here? You got a lot.
We got like 15.
15? They got 15 here. We probably have
Wow.
12 to, we have 15, 20.
Andy, what is
Andy, I got to ask you a question.
Oh, go ahead.
Doug, I got to cut you off. Andy,
Yeah.
I was hearing a little Southern twang there. I understand that you're like a Reisterstown Jew. Where did that Southern twang come from?
Southern twang. I don't know.
Okay, so that was just my mistake hearing it. I just wanted to make sure because I thought you said you were from Reisterstown and you grew up with Doug. But
Andy is an attorney and he tries to get the sympathy of every jury that he goes in front of. That's why he's got the Southern
Got it.
twang.
Okay, I totally get it. Right? Like,
Strickland, I'm with you. I picked it up too, and you know, we in Missouri can get that accent.
You like that sub?
I think he might be a St. Louis person too, yo.
Hey, so Andy, what's the biggest inconvenience that this whole situation has created for you? It's the Death Star behind Marcel. That's a pretty big inconvenience. What is the biggest inconvenience that has occurred in your life over the last couple of weeks since you've had to just kind of basically go into hiding? But that's not unusual for you. You normally have to
I mean, I feel like I've fell in this big hole and the dirt's just piling in.
Has business stopped for you, or is it continued?
What's that?
Has business stopped for you, or has it continued to move on?
It's come to a halt.
Yeah.
It's a standstill.
You know, it's really good of two things. Number one, that you've inherited a lot of money. That would be number one. And the second thing is that you actually have a couple million in the bank. So aside from those two things,
Doug.
I'm feeling good about that.
I'd like to know where it is.
But you worth millions? You never told us that.
That's Tommy. That's Tommy chatting. It's Tommy adding on there.
Yeah. Just call me Nathan Cash, you know. What can I say?
What's the longest anybody in this group that's here live with us do you think you could hold out without having to make one more cent? Can anybody hold out for maybe another? Can anybody hold out for 2 months? Anybody here? 2 months? Yeah. I can give myself about 2 months.
2 months?
2 months.
Yeah, I could go 2 months.
I could go 2 months.
Could anybody go? Can anybody go a year? A year with not 1 cent coming in the door? I mean, it would be tight. It would be tight. I have no idea. I don't even not even looking at the stock market right now. Strickland's on the phone. Who the hell are you talking to, Strickland?
I ordered.
Hold on, my daughter is calling. Hold on, I'll be right back. For those of you not on video, just pretend I'm not talking, which I'm not, and just fuck.
I muted him. I just muted you, Strickland. It's okay. It's okay.
So, Doug.
Yes,
I have a question for you.
Yes.
So, is your question regarding do you have the cash in the bank, or can you survive on credit?
Oh yeah, that's really good. Let's
Can
take
because
money out of the bank for a second. Let's take money out of the equation. You don't have to go into any of your savings, and you're only allowed to live on the credit. Okay, this is a great question. You're
Yeah.
only allowed to live on the credit that you have in place right now. You can't get any more credit, and the credit you have has to stay. And you do not have to pay any of the bills that you're about to encounter by borrowing against the money that you have on your credit cards. So
what do
how
you
many
mean you
months?
don't have to pay the bills?
So let's say
Like-
that you have, let's say it costs you $5,000 a month to live and you have a $10,000 credit line on all of your cards. You could live for 2 months. So how many months could you live if you did not have to, can't take any money out of the bank because that they froze, but they didn't freeze your credit and you don't have to pay it back. How many months could you live? JJ says 6. 6 months?
I can do a year, and that's me and my business.
A year, you and your business. Okay.
Me and my business, paying all my vendors, not changing
All right.
anything.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Jenny, how about with you? How many months can you live on credit alone?
Next week.
Next week. Okay, that's fair.
Good
That's
thing you
fair.
work for me, girl.
I know,
That's
right?
fair.
Like,
all right,
as long
JJ
as she keeps paying me, we're good.
JJ can live 6 months. Is that right? Okay. Crystal, how about for you? You don't have to, you can't use any of the money you have in the bank. You can only live on credit, and you don't have to pay it back, but you do have to spend the same amount of money that you're spending right now every month. How many months of credit can you live on?
-2 months.
Less than, okay, -2 months. All right. All right.
My
Maureen,
credit cards are
Maureen,
maxed.
Maureen-
However,
oh, sorry.
I
Go
put
ahead.
some money aside in the bank. So
I'm sorry, you
good.
can't use the money in the bank. They've frozen all your assets, but they've given you all of the credit that you have. They can't take it away. They can't take your credit away, but they can extend it, and you can't get any more. But you don't have to pay it back if you borrow it. How many months do you have to live on right now?
Wait, is this still me?
Oh, yeah.
My
Okay.
cards
Yeah.
are maxed.
Yeah. Sorry, Crystal. Sorry, Crystal. Go ahead.
No, my cards are maxed.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
toast.
Got it.
I'm
All
coming
right.
to live with you.
All right, Maureen, we're coming over to you. Maureen, you know the question right here. Let me unmute you. Maureen, they give you credit. You have the credit that you have in place right now. You can't take any more credit, but you can't use any money you have in the bank. How many months can you survive on credit? You do not have to pay it back.
That's a good question. I'm not really sure on that one. Because I have a house to pay. So
any guess? It's got to take a guess.
Like maybe a year, I guess.
A year. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Virginia, we did you already, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I could probably do between 12 and 14 months if I had to.
All right, Marcel, coming over to you. So I'm unmuting you. Oh, I can't unmute. You gotta. There you go. Okay, Marcel, you understand the question, right?
I do.
Okay.
Now, does this include passive income?
No. You listen. You cannot. No
Credit.
income coming in the door right now. You only have to live on credit. You don't have any income coming in. You can use credit. You don't have to pay it back, but you have to keep the same expenses you have right now. How many months can you survive?
Does this mean are we including credit available or
Yes,
credit?
No,
if
you
we
can't.
had
That's what he's
cleared
asking.
credit.
You can't.
That's what
You
he's
can't
asking.
get
Available.
any more credit. It's
Right,
only the
right.
credit currently available to you.
Right, but let's just obviously some of us have balances on that credit. So are we just saying wipe out the balances?
No, you can't wipe
Nope.
out the balance. You have to
Whatever's
move
left.
forward. Thank you,
Which
Jenny.
is which is why I can only live on a week.
Right. Jenny's got a week.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe a month.
A month.
But
Okay.
maybe.
All right. Strickland, are you back with us yet? No, he's
No.
not. He's not back yet. All right,
He hid
Andy,
his
I'm going to
video
ask
and
you the
everything.
same question. All right, Andy, did you
Yeah,
hear the question or do you need it again?
No, I know the question.
Okay.
So we're talking about business too, or just? Or
Yeah,
just
because
the
you're
whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing.
The whole 9 yards, bro.
The whole McGilla.
I'm going to say Andy he's probably got like 4 years. I'm going to say
Oh,
4
hell
years.
no.
Why would we
Well,
count
like 4
business if we
days.
can't make any money?
My son is put me in a predict. No, I would say 2 months, Doug. Maybe
2
3.
months. 2 months.
2 months.
All right. I'm really
That's about
curious
it.
what Strickland's answer is.
2 months.
I'm going to give my answer now too. I would say
Gone.
that I could survive if I only lived on credit alone. I would be able to survive on. I'm going to go with 24 months.
Damn, you position yourself well.
position myself well to be in serious debt if I needed to be, right?
Wait. But you just said you would never
You
have to
don't
pay
have
it
to pay it
back.
back.
I wouldn't have to
So
pay it back.
That would be hot.
That would be really good.
Doug Sandler for president. Doug Sandler for president. Vote Doug. Hashtag vote Doug Sandler.
Strickland, do you know
He's our guy. Hashtag he's our guy.
Strick, do you know the question, or do I need to ask it again to you?
No,
Wait,
we
Strick,
can't hear
you. Gotta unmute here. I'll unmute you.
I'm unmuted now. Oh,
Yeah.
you muted me.
Yeah,
Okay, you
yeah,
had
go ahead.
muted me.
All right.
No offense.
What's the answer to the question? Do you know the question, or should I?
The question is, how long could I last on if I had no income right now?
No
Like
income.
no income starting right now.
Correct.
How long could I last? Right.
How long could you
On
last?
credit.
You don't have to pay it back. So it's just
Right.
on what you have in credit right now.
Right. What time is it? Yeah. That's my answer. No, I could probably make it.
I need a little podcasting. That's what.
Wait,
Yeah, I could make it. I could make it a couple weeks probably, but not. There's no way I could make it 6 months now or
Okay.
24 months. Like you, dude, you're set.
Well, I've always prepared. My mom always
Doug,
told me
you're my idol.
keep my credit score really high. Keep my credit score high. That was number one. And the second was make sure you have a lot of credit. so I walked that fine balance since college. I just remember that was an important
and never use it.
I never use it.
Andy, what are you doing? You're like swapping Tom.
How long just farted on me?
Oh, jeez. Andy, I need to ask Tommy the question because Tommy hasn't answered it yet. Can you put him up to the? Can you put him back up again? Can you? I got to ask Andy the question. So put Andy back on the phone.
I'm right here, Doug.
Tommy.
I'm sorry. Thank you, Jenny. Put Tommy back on the phone. Tommy, the question.
I'm here. I was always believe that you pay off your credit cards. So I'm in a position where I do not have credit cards, which is a great thing.
Yeah.
Now I'm wondering if maybe I should have kept those.
Yeah, in this scenario, Tommy, you're fucked.
Tommy, listen, I just went to a store this afternoon and I hand her like $60 to pay and she goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. We can't accept cash because it might be tainted with the virus."
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Cash was always king, was it not?
Not anymore because apparently the virus can live on it for a lifetime. And so like that money will just circulate it and it'll kill everyone on the planet. That's what they said.
Not kill everyone on the planet.
That's what she said. That's what they said. They said if it gets on the money, it'll never die, and then everyone will get it, and everyone will die, and the whole planet will stop spinning on its axis.
Oh my God! Somebody who started
Can't
this
you
rumor
Lysol
works.
it?
They
How
work
much
for the
fear
pharmaceutical
is that?
companies.
Like that?
How much fear is that? I mean, and that's kind of where we started the whole call to begin with. Is like, what the fuck is with all this fear? I get it. I understand that we should probably
Doug, I got some documentaries for you to watch. Okay.
All right.
Can I start here for just a hot second?
Yes.
So
go ahead,
Bruce
Jenny.
Langford and I, you guys know Bruce because he's an icon of influence. He and I just did a podcast interview today, and I said, all the people who are freaking out right now, welcome to military life.
Yeah, I saw something about that. What is that? So tell me what that means.
So I grew up in the Air Force. So any given day, my dad could have been deployed, could have gone to war, might not have come home because of what he did. And so that was my life growing up. I knew in any given moment, my life was going to change potentially. I knew that I could be moving to a new state, potentially moving to a new country. So I learned to live in the now. I learned to live in the present because I had no predictability for the future. That was my life growing up, military. And anybody who's a family member of a first responder, they feel and understand the same thing. So they're not freaking out. Those of us who are former military or related to military, we're not freaking out because we're like, you all who are freaking out, not you all, but you know what I mean? Anybody who is freaking out is operating under the illusion that they could predict the future. And now, because they can't predict the future, they're upset. And those of us who are like,
all right, so wait, so let me go to JJ for this because I know JJ, you probably are well positioned to be able to answer this question. Where is the fear coming from, and how do people deal with it? Where is the fear coming from in all this shit?
Feeling victimized, feeling out of control, feeling helpless, feeling uncertain. So people have more of a control issue than they realize. They don't actually really trust anything or anyone, and they don't recognize their own power of how to influence what happens to them in many different ways. So when you believe that someone else has control over you or can make you feel a certain way or make you do a certain thing, then all of a sudden you become a victim in this whole, you're a victim to everything. You're a victim to other people's diseases. You're a victim to the money thing. You're a victim to what's going on in the government. And it's because they are, again, it's just that fear of being out of control. They have no control over it. So if I yell at everybody to do something differently, at least I feel better. It's an illusion, as Jenny's saying, right? It's an illusion that they have zero control, but they think they have control. So they're going to yell at everybody and tell them what to do so they feel better about themselves, but it's all a lie anyway. And before we get to, I want you to welcome Paul. So
I was going to say,
Paul Morena.
Can we step away from getting all fucking serious and say, number one, Funkin' fan.
That's right.
Patient zero. Not for the coronavirus, okay?
I was going to
Patient
say,
zero
that has whole new
as the fucking
implications.
fan, Paul fucking Morena.
What is
How
going
are you?
on? Paul, what's happening? Paul was our first listener, the first fucking listener to our show. 3.5 million listeners
keep talking.
ago.
I've got to run to my liquor cabinet for a minute to get something to show Paul. I'll be right
Hey,
back.
Paul, can you put yourself in a little bit more lighted situation where you look like the man from U.N.C.L.E. or something going on here? And yeah, there you go. Well, there you go. Thank you, Paul. What's up, man? Good to see you here. Oh,
Hey,
there he
guys.
goes. He's gone. No, he's back. He's back.
No. I just had to take me off of mute.
No, man. I appreciate you being here so very much. We have not seen you in probably about a year. I don't know. Have you been listening, or have you been silent?
No, I've been listening. It's just this year's been crazy for me.
I bet. Are you still involved in your family's business?
Oh yeah, we're going crazy right now.
I bet. But a lot of the facilities, they all need. Paul, why don't you give a plug for your business? You're in the facilities cleaning and maintenance business, aren't you?
Correct. Yeah, we're in the custodial business. So right now, a lot of our clients are requesting additional services due to Corona, COVID-19 right now. So we're doing a lot of that. I've been doing a lot of homework on this virus and what we're doing to do our part. And
all right. So hold on. So question for you. There's a feast or famine going on. Are you in the feast side or are you in the famine side? Are you busier than you can possibly handle, like the toilet paper companies, or are you dead, kind of like Strickland, because he's stuck with me?
We're in the feast side. We're going crazy. I mean, we can't supply as fast as what anybody can handle, and it's just if this keeps going, it's just going to get worse.
Do you need temporary staff? Because I can commute from the West Coast back to Westminster, Maryland. I could be hired as a subcontractor. I'm really good. I'm not real good with those things that the little spiky things on the end. But I wear blue gloves like a motherfucker, so I could really be good.
If you can get gloves now, yeah.
Oh, thank you. Oh, JJ's bringing me more wine. This is perfect. Exactly what I need. Thank you, JJ.
So if you're watching on the Brady Bunch feed, yeah, it's more like the Hollywood Squares feed now, right? Where like JJ goes from one square and walks across to the other square where Doug is. Yeah.
Well, we're so glad to have you here, Paul. What brought you to the Facebook Live today? Did anybody beg, borrow, or steal to get you here? I know you're probably busy doing all your stuff.
No, I just came on Facebook and saw that you guys were live, so I just thought I'd join you for a little bit before I actually go to bed.
You going 7 days a week right now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Working from home. Just don't want to spread anything at the office or anything like that. So I've closed down that and working from home pretty much 12, 13, 14 hours a day.
How many people are on your staff, Paul?
We have personally 160 and then about 200 more throughout the rest of the company.
Amazing.
Crazy.
Well, I am glad that if there's any silver lining in all of this. So what advice would you give to anybody that is sitting on their ass like Virginia for the next 6 months?
Stay home. Stay home. Because, I mean, right now, I mean, there's no need to be out unless you have to go to the grocery store or the hospital to spread this thing around. I mean, it's just, I mean, it's nothing to be taken lightly, but at the same time, I don't think a lot of people are taking it too seriously.
So what's interesting is, everybody says to practice social isolation and social distancing. I mean, this is normally how I. This is normally
I
how
was
I
going to
run
say,
my
welcome
life.
to my life for the last 10 years.
I love this. I never have to leave my house. I very rarely get out of my pajamas, and I love it. How much better a living could you have other than podcasting for a living? Wait, now let's give our plug for podcasting, Strickland. Everybody should podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's enough of a plug. They know.
Exactly.
Hey,
where we are.
Paul. So I went to my liquor cabinet and I grabbed 3 things. I need to get your opinion. So here's what I have in my liquor cabinet for scotch right now.
Oh, Tomatin.
You like
Very
this?
good.
This is
Yeah.
great. This is like, to me, the best $30 or $40. Like if you're not looking to spend 50, 80, $100 on a bottle of scotch, Tomatin is the shit.
Okay. What else you got?
Okay. I just bought this the other day. Have you had it? Larceny?
I have not. I've not had that yet.
It's pretty good. It's not scotch. It's actually bourbon, but it's pretty good. Now, here's the one you're going to love that I
Is that the Dens?
What's
Please
up?
show me. Is it the Denston?
No.
Oh.
Oh,
Macallan.
Hey,
Macallan double cask gold. I
that
got this at the
18?
Costco.
12, 18, or 25?
That's a goddamn good question. You know what's funny? It doesnst say how many
Doesn't tell
years
you.
this is.
All right, so if you're shopping at the Costco, then you need to get their 21-year-old blend. Their Kirkland, or not Kirkland. I can't remember what Costco.
Right? No, you're exactly right. I've heard that before. But in Texas, for whatever reason, they don't have the Kirkland brand. So, Paul, correct me if I'm wrong, but my understanding is they've got a Kirkland brand single malt scotch, right?
Yep.
Which obviously is white labeled by somebody else. And the rumor is that it's white labeled by Macallan. And so the 21-year-old Kirkland, which is probably $50 a bottle, right? If you buy the Macallan, which is exactly the same thing, it's probably more like $200 a bottle, right?
Yep. And same thing with their vodka. It's better than Tito's. I know a whole bunch of people in the Tito's, but I'm pretty sure it's Belvedere vodka.
Nice.
Hey, so Paul, question, can I ask a business question, Strick? Or are you still talking scotch?
I love talking liquor, but go ahead, Doug. It's okay.
So
Liquor, I don't even know her.
I need my goddamn rim shot.
So, Paul, what is the part of the world that actually would bring your business to a screeching halt? Because as far as I know, no matter what happens outside, the guy has always got to blow the leaves. They always got to come and collect the trash. They've always got to do maintenance here. Nobody would be able to survive without the trash being collected. So what is it exactly that would bring your business down to a slow pace? Because it seems like any world crisis would be of benefit to your business.
To an extent, yes, that is true. It's funny because right before all this Corona talk, I have been doing a lot of research in automation as far as, they're making more industrial vacuums.
Robots collecting trash.
Exactly. So that's the kind of the next step of where as a business owner do we put humans in front of robots? And that's what I was kind of dealing with before the coronavirus.
Okay, so can you automate your entire? Hey, Chet Fortune, what's up, James Kiefer? Good to have you here, man. I appreciate you saying something on Facebook Live on Facebook. So, Strick, do you think that we could somehow figure out how to automate the complete Nice Guys on Business podcast? You and me, could we outsource us to robots?
We couldn't outsource you and I, but all of the post-production shit we probably could. And I got to say, Paul, you're in a great business. If you're in a business where when things are bad, things are good for you, dude. And if you can, any ways that you can find to automate more, even better. It's the way to go.
Okay. Hey, JJ, you look like Bono. JJ,
I know. I was thinking the same thing. I was looking at the glasses, right?
Sorry, they're my blue blockers. I've been spending way too much time in this chair with this light and a computer. And yesterday I was so spent that today I said to Doug, I don't want to be on the computer very much. And so now that I'm here, I'm like, okay, let's just put these on and protect myself because it's been overload. That's all. So yes, I have my blue blockers on.
Yeah, she's just spending too much time looking at Doug.
I know. I am blinding. I'm sure I am blinding.
He's so bright and shiny that it is hard to look at.
He is so magnetic and radiant. He's like plutonium.
Or like plutonium, but whatever.
Hey, if anybody is tuned in over on Facebook, just click the link in the post, and it will bring you directly into our Zoom call. It's just a link, and if it says to download anything, download it. It's only a virus, but it's not the coronavirus.
And now, look, I'm going to, again, for those of you watching video, right? Now that I pulled this out for Marcel, so let's see, I've got my Jim Beam, tomato, like larceny, like, what do I want to drink?
Where's your tequila, Marcel?
I have that in the,
He's got wine
in the lockup. Yeah.
Marcel's got wine. What is behind you right now, Marcel? I don't know what that background is.
That's the Game of Thrones. That is the throne. He is sitting on the throne from Game of Thrones.
I don't know. You could tell me any reference. You could tell me any reference to that show or that whatever that is that you could possibly mention, and I would not know any of them. Almost like the Death
okay.
Star.
So Doug, the next show you need to watch is Game of Thrones.
So JJ, what is going to be next? I think she wants to really watch Outlander. She mentioned it today.
I want to try Outlander.
Fabulous. Oh, so I never got to tell you what it's about. So it's about Scotland.
Yeah.
Scotland. So that is about Scotland. I can't give her any more, Captain. I'll give her all she's got. Sorry. Too much fireball. Sorry.
And now we have a Star Trek close for the show. Anyway, so it's about Scotland and love and the things that happen when people fall in love.
What?
Yes.
What? Oh my God.
It's a really hot show. Really hot.
I would say that probably when it comes to either series or movies, I would probably put myself maybe in the 70% feminine category. I mean,
so you're gonna love Outlander.
Yeah,
you're gonna love Outlander.
Right. I actually watched a couple episodes of Outlander, and I'm like, it's too fucking rom-com-ish, even though it's sort of interesting, but not enough. Yeah.
Yeah, that totally.
You didn't get to the good sex part then.
Oh, well, Strickland, you just didn't hang in there.
You didn't hang in long enough.
That's what
not. Okay.
That's what I heard.
So Marcel, what Netflix? What is on Netflix for you right now? Let's go around the horn here. What's on Netflix for everybody right now? Marcel, what's on yours?
We're watching Stargate SG-1. We're also watching Sleepy Hollow.
Hey, Paul Moran is heading out. Paul, 4 a.m. comes early. We fucking love you. Thank you so much.
Paul, yeah.
We totally appreciate it. Number one, Funkin' fan, Patient Zero. Thank you, Paul. It's good to see you. I haven't heard from you in a long time.
Jenny, good seeing you.
He's the one.
Glad to hear you're still around.
Really,
please take care.
Around. I'll talk to you guys later, guys.
See ya.
Cool,
see ya,
man.
Paul. Hey, who did we just lose? See ya, Paul.
Maureen and Crystal.
Oh, Maureen left. Okay. See ya, Paul. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being a Funkin' fan. We so appreciate you.
How do we go from like 9 down to 6? Like boom, just like that.
Shit happens, Strickland.
So if it wasn't for Paul, you guys may not still be around, is what we're saying.
Well, Paul,
pretty much, yeah.
Paul, we had
Patient Zero.
I think in the very beginning stages, if I go back to the first 3 or 4 episodes, I think that we had 7 downloads on our first handful of episodes, and Paul was one of them.
Yeah, apparently. We didn't know it at the time.
We didn't know it at the time. Exactly.
That makes me feel really good about my podcast because my first podcast had like 50 downloads.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Jenny, you're so much better than we have ever done, ever.
We didn't get 50 downloads till we were like 3 months in or something.
At least. At least. I'm telling you, there is still hope for everybody. If you are podcasting and you want to understand the growth trajectory that you could be on, just imagine going from 7 to 20,000 and beyond. I mean, when you start to hit those magic numbers, it doesn't even matter. The numbers don't even matter. They do not matter.
Conversion matters.
Conversion
it doesn't matter about numbers. Conversion matters.
I agree.
JJ knows that. JJ knows that better than anybody.
Yeah.
Because I would say that we have quite a bit of downloads on Nice Guys of Business, but conversion, not so much.
Not so much.
Not
so much.
I would kill to have that talk with JJ because I did just have my first listener, and I don't know if I told you guys this. I had my first listener who contacted me because she randomly found my podcast. and then said, "Hey, let's have a conversation."
Well,
so
Jenny,
I was like,
you forgot to say that she actually randomly found you because you left a business card at the adult bookstore. that's why she like.
No, she actually was scrolling through her phone, and my podcast art got her to stop scrolling.
Oh, well, and if you don't know what's on Jenny's cover art, it is Jenny in a corset, and a riding crop.
Podcast art would get any of us.
Oh boy!
Stop scrolling.
Hey Jenny, can you give us your voicemail sign off? And JJ may want to mute, for a minute. Like,
whenever I call you guys.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, because he needs to hear it. He hasn't heard it in a while.
Exactly.
Bye, Doug.
Yeah, that goes right through me. Gives me the shivers every time, JJ. Just so you know, I've told you, JJ, all you need to do is whisper in my ear. Haven't I told? I've told you that. I know I have.
Words of affirmation.
I have never told you that. Mm-hmm. Must be my other JJ.
Damn.
I grew up as JJ.
There.
My name is Jennifer Jean.
Oh, wow.
I grew up as
not
JJ.
Getting any tonight. I'm just saying.
Well, she does have a bunch of brand new toys thanks to me. So
that's very true.
Who needs
a bunch of brand
right?
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that? What?
Yeah, go ahead.
So
you can explain the story. Go ahead, Jenny.
So Doug was awesome and introduced me to the CEO of Pure Romance so that I could interview the CEO of Pure Romance on my podcast. And my thank you to Doug was based on what he asked me to do, because I at first offered sexual favors and he said no.
Thank you.
So JJ,
so she now has
JJ, you can unmute now.
I thought that was an appropriate response to the question.
She paid JJ to do it for her.
I offered to take that responsibility on, but Jenny was like, "No, I'm sorry."
Turn down, Strick.
Doug was the one that helped me out. I'm sorry, I can't pass that on to you.
Yeah, and so I helped the economy out. I got a gift certificate for Pure Romance from one of my girlfriends who is a leader in the company. She's in the top 20 of the company.
That's great.
And they have enjoyed whatever it is that they purchased as a thank you for getting me on with the CEO, because now I have gotten corporate approval to interview the reps and the consultants.
What's so great about that is for getting her on, I have been getting her off.
Wait. I thought that was Marcel's job. I am actually confused by this entire conversation.
I really wish I had my room shot right now.
It was for getting Jenny on. I've been getting JJ off. That's what I was saying. But
okay, well, thank you for that clarification.
Clarification moment. So we were talking to Marcel just a moment ago about what shows you are watching on Netflix, and we got the two from Marcel. And does anybody not have Netflix? And if you do, what do you have in queue right now?
So, dude, I don't watch Netflix. I watch Hulu, and I honest to God don't know what I'm watching. It's about some dude that went to jail, and he's in jail, but he becomes like a paralegal in jail, and then starts like getting all the guys in jail off.
Oh, that's Strickland's life story.
getting them off like
off death
JJ
row.
off, or
getting them off.
Is it
like
is
getting
it a
the charges
redheaded
dropped.
actor? Is it a redheaded actor, Damian Lewis?
No, this is the black guy.
Oh, fucking Damian Lewis. Does anybody watch Billions?
No, but I loved him on. What was that
Jenny,
show?
Jenny, if you do nothing else, okay, the first 3 or 4 seasons of Billions are on Netflix right now. You have to watch this before the May 4th debut of the new season. Billions is the best fucking show.
I didn't like
amazing.
I watched it for 2 episodes or whatever it was, and the pilot and one other or whatever, and I just did not
For
like
Life.
it.
And by the way, For Life was the first like network show that he did, and that was good too. But you're right, Doug. If you watch it for like an episode or 2 and don't like it, you should just cut it off, because
right.
Jenny, at least
I'm sure I'll like it.
Oh,
I have no doubt. It's Damian Lewis. He's from Band of Brothers. Life, where he was a convict who was found to not be guilty in the first episode, so I'm not giving anything away, but it's amazing. And then NBC freaking canceled it. I was pissed.
Well, could they have canceled it maybe because it wasn't a good show, or was that not?
Well, the one called Life was amazing. It was good. It just didn't catch on. Other people, they tend to go to the lowest common denominator, not to the smart ones.
All right, so Jenny, so what is your what's in Netflix for you right now?
Pretty much the same thing as Marcel. The Ranch, Outlander, Stargate SG-1. The Ranch.
Forgot about The Ranch.
Haven't heard of that. What is that about?
Oh, you need to watch it. It's hilarious. It is total comedy. It's Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah.
Yep. Ashton
Oh, I
Kutcher.
love Ashton Kutcher. He's funny.
Sam Elliott. Oh my
I
God.
love Sam Elliott.
I don't care how old he is.
He's
Yes.
You know what? I'm sorry. Okay, you know what? There are very few men, but I would suck Sam Elliott's dick. I'm sorry. He's
We're still on Facebook Live, guys.
Have you seen A Star Is Born?
Can I watch?
Have you
Not
seen
the
that?
original.
I want to
The
see
new
that.
one? Okay.
Yes, the new one.
I know
Just the
we're-
new one.
We're totally off the track
Not
here.
the
but
show.
The new A Star Is Born?
Mhm.
I'm sorry. Fucking amazing. All
Yeah,
right.
he's
I
so
cried
fabulous.
like 4 times in the first 30 minutes of that movie.
Really? I didn't cry at all.
Are you kidding?
No,
Oh my
it
God.
felt,
Great
the
movie.
whole thing felt very predictable to me. But anyway, so The Ranch, Sam Elliott, the first
Wait, what did
few
you think? Do you think
seasons-
that Bradley Cooper could actually sing? Did you think that he could?
No, he did well.
No,
He did
I
great.
agree. I agree. I think. Did you know that he could sing? What that? I guess that was
I
what the way
did not
should've-
know before the movie.
He
Right.
took like a year of training to be able to sing like that.
Because I thought he
Wasn't
sang his ass
awesome
off
singer,
on that.
but he was. Well, it wasn't awesome, but he was good. I mean,
Strickland,
he's not a
if-
natural singer.
If Bradley Cooper came to Washington Talent when you were there and auditioned, would you have hired him to put it in one of the bands?
If we had a country-ish or like country rock band, we would have. But I thought for the part, it was perfect. He did exactly what he's supposed to do. He totally dude, I'm sorry. I'm a total geek for that movie. I know we've never talked
It was
about it, but
good.
like, dude, between him, he and Lady Gaga, right?
Yeah.
That chemistry, like,
Right.
okay. So the very first scene that you see him, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first scene, it's like he's backstage and he's like fucking drinking a bottle and he like staggers out on stage and goes to be rock star, right? Like before he even says a word, you know this character, you know who this person is, right?
All right,
So
right.
I love that. And then in the middle of this, he's like singing a song and then it cuts and you see a woman in a bathroom, right? And it's like obviously like a big restaurant or a casino because there's like 15 stalls and she's talking to, and you're like, what the fuck, right? And she hangs up with him and she screams, and it's like, you know her immediately. Like the setup was so perfect. And then when the two of them get together, the chemistry is just fucking ridiculous. Like you can just see it. It's like you can feel it. You can taste it immediately. I'm sorry, the movie, I'm a total geek for this. This movie is so fucking good. And I'm not into rom-coms at all. Well, this isn't a rom-com, but it's like more drama. But it's just so good.
Are we talking about A Star Is Born or something else?
Star Is Born.
Okay. When you said everything
It
you were
was-
talking about, and then you went into rom-com, I'm like, wait a minute.
No,
I would-
rom-com. Forget
Okay,
that. Strike
okay.
that. It was just the chemistry between the two of them was amazing. Like just everything about it. I thought Bradley Cooper was great as like look, I know a lot of guys that are like aging rock star type of guys, right? I mean, he just fucking hit every mark of that. He was that guy. I really liked it.
Did anyone know
everything that's-
Richard who just came in and left?
Yeah, I think that
Yeah,
was.
what was that about?
I think Richard
He was
is.
waiting.
Well, I
who was
couldn't.
he?
I didn't want to interrupt Strickland. He was on a roll there, so I
I
didn't
know.
want to
I was
interrupt him.
I was
It was-
rambling. Sorry.
It was a buddy of mine from Baltimore. I think it was Rick Selecki, but he did not stay here. I think he didn't realize that we actually could see him. Rick, if you
Sorry,
wanna-
Richard. We did not
if-
mean to like for me to ramble on and kick you out.
You
We would
were
love to
like
have you
in a
come back.
zone.
Yeah, he was.
I
didn't want to.
yeah.
He was rolling. I didn't want to stop him, so I
appreciate
figured
that.
that was fine. So I know.
So
Sometimes
everything-
I get there. Go ahead, Marcel.
So everything that Strick said about that movie, and then they screwed up the ending. So that's all I got to say.
Why?
I've
Why
heard that
did you do
before,
that?
and I personally disagree.
Why do you think that?
What
would you think would have been a better ending?
Yeah, what would you think would be a better
By
ending?
the way, spoiler alert, Marcel, what do you think would have been better about the ending?
Well, we don't have to spoil the ending. It was just really predictable.
The movie's been out for like 2 years.
It's the
Right.
third version of it.
You're right.
Exactly.
All right.
And I haven't seen the first two, so I don't know what they did
Yeah.
with the first two. But this most recent one, I saw it coming a mile away, and
I saw it coming a mile away. And then it was so contrived. I was just like, really? Come on now. Give me a break. It just seemed really like they were stretching it to make it happen. It just didn't feel real.
What would you have wanted to have happened at the end? Well, first of all, I don't even remember what happened at the end. And
he basically kills himself. And it just
in the garage.
Right.
In the garage.
But it just seemed like they were leading up to it. It would have made more sense for him to suddenly decide not to kill himself.
Okay.
But it's
I
the third version of it. I mean, so they're keeping to the same story. So it's not like I don't think they had creative license.
That would have been a great twist then if they had just totally gone on.
Worst hairstyle in the entire series of the three of them. Barbara Streisand's hair. It was the worst of all.
That was the second one.
True.
Right.
That was the second one. And Marcel, I got to tell you, I actually have never seen the first two.
I haven't either.
I would feel like if they did that, I would have been like, oh, they fucking copped out, right? Like they couldn't do the serious ending that's kind of the downer ending. They had to go for the happy ending because, everybody's happy now. That's
like
why
Wayne's World, the mega happy ending.
Right.
It would have been fine as long as everybody got a trophy.
Maybe
it would have been okay. That would have been all right.
I think it would have been better had it been like sudden because it was just it was like you knew he was going to kill himself like 5 minutes in the movie. That's the way it felt to me. Like,
I guess. You know what's funny? Okay, so let's get a little meta here.
Wait a minute,
okay?
Virginia's got to go. She's got work to do. Let's just say
Virginia,
goodbye to
we
Virginia.
love you.
Just
thank you for dropping
unmute
by.
yourself.
Loves
unmute
you.
yourself first, or here I'll unmute you. I'll unmute you.
I got
Go
it.
ahead.
Yeah, I love you guys madly. Thanks for letting me know you were on live, but I got 62 BNI chapters I got to get online in 72 hours, and that's going to take me some doing. So you guys have a good night. Thanks, and be well.
Bye, Virginia.
Bye, Virginia. We love you.
Love you.
Bye, baby.
Okay, Marcel, I want to get a little meta movie on you right now, right?
all right.
Let's start with Face Off. Do you remember Face Off with Nicolas
Yeah.
Cage and John Travolta? Okay. Now, the movie, the beginning, the first 10, 15 minutes, it's John Woo as the director. And he's fucking amazing. And he paints this ridiculous picture, right? And so 20 minutes in, the premise is we're going to switch their faces, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, that is the most ridiculous premise you could possibly imagine, right? But for me personally, I was already entranced by the movie. I was sucked in. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to let that go. Suspension of disbelief. And the movie, in my opinion, was pretty fucking amazing. If you can push aside that whole suspension of disbelief, because this is sort of the Maltese Falcon, the what do they call it, of the movie, right?
The Rosebud.
Yeah, right. Okay. Now, consequently, another movie that came out around the same time, I'm showing how fucking old I am, Twister, right? You remember Twister with Helen Hunt?
Holy shit.
Whatever. I thought Twister,
Nice.
right. Twister was fucking stupid, I thought, right? And so 20 minutes in, when they're like, hey, we're going to take this truck and we're going to drive it into a twister. And it's like everything that you needed to have a suspension of disbelief about, I didn't want to have a suspension of disbelief about because I wasn't wrapped up into the movie, right? But with Face Off, I was wrapped into it. So I look at The Star is Born the same way. Like, okay, maybe 15 minutes in, I should have realized he was going to kill himself. But goddamn, it was so good. I didn't want to think that or believe that or think too hard about that. And so the ending was okay. Whereas if 20 minutes in, if I'd been like, this movie sucks, he's obviously going to fucking kill himself at the end.
Well, I didn't say it sucks. It's just I saw the ending before it happened. You know what I mean?
It sucked.
Okay.
That was me.
I think the movie was okay. You know,
The movie was
it's
good
not my
up until that point.
Are we still talking about A Star Is Born? Or are we on to something else? I fell asleep
Yeah.
there for a
Born.
moment. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You mean the flying cow didn't turn you, Strick, and Twister?
You know, that was it. It's like cow. Oh, another cow. I'm like, okay, it's a funny line, but that's fucking stupid. That's all I thought with Twister was like, that's fucking stupid.
How did you watch? Did you watch it in the theater, or did you watch it with a home theater system?
Good question. I don't remember. I probably watched it at home.
Hey, JJ,
yeah,
did we
it's
see it in
a
the movie
totally
theater?
different thing in the theater, and
we see it in
especially if you're from the
we saw it
Midwest.
we saw it in the Did we see it together?
Twister? No.
No. The Star Is Born.
Yes, in the theater.
Yeah, we saw it. Is that what you're
Who
talking
cares?
about? Or are you talking about Twister?
No, we're talking about Twister. Twister,
Jesus
you
fuck
need
you
to
guys.
see
We just
in the
stay on task.
theater.
I don't even remember what the movie was. How many years? When did that movie come out?
Forever. 1994.
Hold on. Can we talk about Caddyshack or Mr. Mom or Night Shift or any of those? I mean, I think that would be more appropriate.
Or Bohemian Rhapsody.
Or Bohemian. Oh, we could talk about Bohemian now. Bohemian Rhapsody. Now, I have not seen Rocket Man.
I did. I saw it on the plane on the way to
I haven't seen
Italy.
too. I saw it on a plane too.
Oh,
Rocket
Twister
Man
was
pretty good.
96.
It wasn't as good as Bohemian Rhapsody, right? Bohemian Rhapsody was really good. So
not at all.
Steve O'Brien put a great post up about Bohemian Rhapsody, right? He put the image up of when they're singing the backup vocals in Bohemian Rhapsody, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it says, and it's a picture of one of the guys in the band singing, and he's singing. Hold on, visually. By the way, for those of you just listening, fuck it, you got to go to the video, okay? So he's singing into a mic this, right?
Yeah.
And it's like it says, everybody, oh my God, how is he hitting that note? And then Steve O'Brien put, radio people, why is he singing into the wrong end of an RE20? Right? Like, that was it. And it was so funny. But the movie was, otherwise, I thought it was really good. Bohemian Rhapsody was very good.
Bohemian Rhapsody was amazing. I haven't seen Rocket Man yet, so I can't compare.
Rocket Man's good. I would not hold it at all to not nearly as good as Bohemian Rhapsody. But
so when did we convert this show to actually movie reviews of Siskel and Ebert?
When you asked everybody what they're watching on Netflix, and somehow that translated to movies.
And by the way, hang on, I have one more comment because Paul Morena, who heard this as he was leaving, before I left, I heard Netflix shows. I'm into HBO's The Outsider and Avenue 5. I'm familiar with Avenue 5. I've watched 2 episodes, and I'm like, it's okay. The Outsider. Have any of you guys heard of The Outsider on HBO?
No, I don't know what that one is.
I don't either. So, Paul, you need to call 4242 DJ Doug and let us know what The Outsider is about for next week's show.
Please do.
And ask Paul if he's watched HBO's Newsroom.
Oh, now Newsroom, that was amazing series. How many? That wasn't a lot of seasons though, was it?
It was 3.
Oh, that was great.
Jeff Aaron
Sorkin?
Jeff Daniels.
Aaron Sorkin.
Aaron Sorkin's a fucking beast. He's amazing.
So good. He did West Wing, right?
Yep.
Oh, fuck. That was a good show.
Yeah, Newsroom's really good.
All right, so let me ask you a completely obscure question that you may not even know if you're listening to this, any of these people, but if you had the opportunity to have dinner with one movie director or executive producer, who would it be and why? Who would it be?
Spielberg.
Okay. Well, because of just the prolific nature of the amount. Yeah, I was going to say because of that.
I'm sorry, Marcel. I was humming. I didn't hear you say.
He said Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, Spielberg.
No, I just said Spielberg. You don't even have to say his first name.
Oh, that's true. Just Spielberg.
Yeah.
He's actually going to convert just like Madonna did, like Spielberg. That's it. Mm-hmm. All right. How about you, Jenny? One
director or producer?
Executive producer or director of a movie. I would prefer to have director because it's a little bit more telling because you can actually tell from the make of the movie who directed the movie oftentimes.
God, that's really hard.
What she said.
So many opportunities for
I'd have to go with probably one of the Reiners.
Really?
Either Rob or Carl. Yeah.
For the comedic effect or for something else?
Yeah, I love to laugh. In case you couldn't tell by my boisterous laugh, I love to laugh. So,
all right,
I feel like they're. Oh no, Mel Brooks.
All right. Because you like Blazing Saddles so much.
Jenny, did I tell you?
No, Spaceballs.
I saw
like
Rob
balls.
Reiner. I saw Rob Reiner once. Did I tell you that, Jenny?
No.
I should have said something. So I'm at a restaurant in Vegas, right? This is years ago. I'm at a restaurant in Vegas, and at the next table, I see a guy that looks like fucking Rob Reiner, right?
No.
This is the guy that directed Spinal Tap and The Princess Bride and Stand By Me. I mean, Rob Reiner has directed.
So he's like 6 feet away from you.
He is 6 feet away from me. But
well, at least he was practicing social distancing before it was popular, apparently.
But we were in a restaurant, and it's like I hear him talking. I'm looking at him. I'm like, is that fucking Rob Reiner, right? Like, and I hear his voice, and I'm like, shit, it is, right? But he was obviously with friends. Like I could overhear a little.
Did you go over there and call him like meathead or anything like that? No, you didn't do that. Come on, you could have really gone back to All in the Family days.
I really wanted to go over and say something, but I'm like, you know what? I could tell by the bits and pieces I was hearing in the conversation that he was with friends. It wasn't like a business meeting. I'm like, I don't want to interrupt. I don't want to be an asshole. I don't want to be that guy. But it was absolutely Rob Reiner. It was
okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was at Las Vegas at Bellagio.
All right. So would Rob Reiner be your? I want to have. I'd like to have a meal with this director. Who would you?
I don't know.
want to
Maybe
have dinner
Steven
with?
Soderbergh.
What did he direct? Sorry.
Ocean's 11.
Oh man. Well, yeah, that makes sense for you
Traffic.
because you do like Matt Damon. You do like to eat at every episode recording of the Nice Guys on Business.
and he's apparently a mule from Vegas.
Wow.
Ocean's 11, Ocean's 13. What was the racing one he did with Adam Driver? That was really funny. I just like his style. I like his pace. I like the vibe he puts out.
What's a dead giveaway if you're seeing a movie that you know that he directed the movie without knowing that he directed the movie?
Oh God, I've had way too much Fireball to come up with an answer for that. I have no idea.
I don't think he's got a signature like that.
Okay.
I don't.
He doesn't.
kind of agree.
Michael Bay does.
Oh,
Michael
God,
Bay.
yeah.
Oh my
right,
God.
Big. It's big. It explodes. Right. It's big and it explodes.
JJ, how about for you? Director, producer. If you had the opportunity to have dinner with him or her, who would it be and why?
Well, I've already met Aaron Sorkin.
You met Aaron Sorkin?
Aaron Sorkin went to Syracuse. I went to Syracuse. At the very first event I went to in LA when I moved here, he was there. So, but it wasn't an intimate. There were only about 20 or 30 people there. But yeah, he sat right behind me. This is before Newsroom. This is before West Wing.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. I remember you saying this.
So, cool. Probably Aaron Sorkin for that reason, for the shared, Syracuse thing. And I really do love Newsroom. I didn't watch West Wing. I probably should. But
definitely do. Put that on your list.
Good. Yeah, I really
Outlander and West Wing.
Yeah, I never watched it. I don't know why. Because I guess I don't know why I didn't.
You'd enjoy it. You would. I think you really would. If you're into political stuff.
I'm not. But Newsroom. There was something
we love.
About
I'm normally not either. But Veep would be another good one for you guys too.
I'm like I go in and out with Veep. I've tried. It's like it doesn't catch me. Like Newsroom caught me. It was why? Because I like smart stuff and Newsroom is so
love West Wing
and so
fast.
smart.
Yep.
Well, it's Aaron Sorkin, right? He's fast, he's smart, he's like do, and I can keep up. So I'm like, oh, that's great,
Yes,
Yeah.
West Wing is just like that. You'll love it.
Veep's a little too slow.
I'm gonna go with Quentin Tarantino. I'm surprised that nobody took.
Well, because he's a wacko. So why?
I love it. I love the level of violence that he's able to offer in something like Reservoir Dogs or Pulp Fiction. It's just like
Kill Bill and Kill Bill 2.
I feel like
Kill
he probably
Bill.
has a lot of anger in issues.
No doubt.
I feel the same way.
But I also like the fact that he's in most of his movies, whether he stars as a cameo or he plays a supporting role or something like that. But I love the fact that he's in many of the movies. But I just want to know how he thinks up some of these twists that you get.
It's like he's a 12-year-old kid making a movie. Good.
I agree with you. Right.
It'd be so cool if this happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and
let's
now
take
I
these
need to
cars and crash them together and then shoot some people and blood everywhere.
And tear the head off and watch the blood gush down.
Yeah.
And now I need to put a Pulp Fiction drop in the intro too. Okay, so now we're up to Ghostbusters, Doctor Who, and Pulp Fiction in the intro.
You need a Princess Bride in there. You talked about Rob Reiner.
That's true.
Shit, yeah. Okay.
Are you writing all this down or are you printing?
He is.
I am.
Wow.
I'm totally writing it down. Yeah.
I think you need I am Inigo Montoya. You've killed my father.
You
Prepare
killed
to
my
die.
Prepare to die.
We
I'm
have
the
we
nice
have
guys.
we have Steve O'Brien. Okay, we have Steve O'Brien saying a couple things. One thing he says is, and by the way, this was a total improv, right? Okay, the first one, which I actually wrote for him, he read. He said, "Excuse me, but by chance, do the nice guys in business have 6 fingers on their left hand?" But then the one that he totally improved this. He says, "My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed Strickland. Prepare to celebrate." Right? Like, totally. Okay, so now I got to put that one in. Okay, so shit, I had a point about something a minute ago.
Well, while you're thinking about it, actually, one of my favorite quotes from Princess Bride that's just kind of under the radar is when he's trying to pull him up off the ledge, and he goes, "What if I gave you my word as a Spaniard?" He goes, "No good. I've known too many Spaniards." So
yeah. Oh, no doubt.
There's so many good lines in that movie.
You know,
inconceivable. I don't think you know what that word means.
If I had to pick, if somebody forced me to pick one movie that I was your favorite movie ever.
No. Don't
I don't
say
know if I could
Princess
do it.
Bride.
Why?
I don't know that I could do it, but I would have to say Princess Bride. Probably.
Why are you saying that?
I don't know.
watch
I
it.
don't know. I
Watch
don't know.
it again.
I will
How
have
many
to
times
watch
have
it
you
again.
watched the movie?
I don't know. A couple times.
You
have
have
to
to
watch
watch
it
it
once.
again.
Watch
Maybe.
it like 7 times in a row.
I know.
You will fall in love with it.
Oh my
It's
God. Andre
amazing.
the Giant, I still, every time I'm somewhere, I go, "Everybody move." Every time I'm someplace where there's like a whole bunch of people, I think in my head, "Everybody move." And then there's, oh my God, there's so many good lines in that movie.
Listen,
Oh my God!
Bono.
And he's like, "Okay, but I have something I have to tell you as well." "What's that?" "I am also not left-handed." Like,
right.
oh my God, right? Like, you're watching this sword fight and you don't even realize that when they start, both of them are using their left hand to sword fight. And oh my, so fucking brilliant. It's just,
And the mutton when it's nice and juicy.
Oh my God,
Lean.
Billy Crystal's
Nice
so
and lean.
great in that
Yeah.
role.
Nice and
The
lean,
whole
nice and
movie's
lean.
so good. So
it's the other
good.
one I have from Steve O'Brien. He's like, "So long, boys. Have fun storming the castle."
That's how my kids say goodbye to their dad in the morning when he goes to
Oh my
work.
God.
Have fun storming the castle.
I'm sorry. It's the best. Doug,
Doug, we
It's a
need
very
to watch
cool
Princess
movie.
Listen,
as soon
everybody,
as we hit stop,
life
as soon as we
isn't
hit stop,
fair.
which by the way, we need to stop soon because we are an hour and 50 minutes in. Last week's episode,
Yeah.
an hour and 40,
Yeah.
was our longest episode ever.
Mm-hmm.
We've now surpassed that.
Yeah.
We're going to hit stop in just a minute, and you need to go watch The Princess Bride.
You know,
Please.
Strick, the way I look at it is life just isn't fair, but it is fairer than death. That's all.
Dude, Doug, I don't beg often, but please watch Princess Bride.
Doug, I love
Again.
Jenny Begg, by the way. So you definitely should abide by that. Yeah.
All right. We will watch Princess Bride, but first I have to watch the movie of Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
I really, no, I fucking
that.
have
Oh,
to. I
God,
watched
no.
6. How many
It's
months
okay.
did it take us?
Watch Downton Abbey and
Yeah.
then Princess Bride again, and then again, and then again.
Oh, I could watch it. It's even when I used to have television in my previous life. Every time it would be on, I just watch
JJ,
it.
you had a previous life before me? Wait a minute. We've talked about this.
Yes, I did, honey, just like you did.
Hey, Kim Seltzer is actually tuning in live with us right now. Kim, could you jump on Zoom? Just go up to the top of the post and just click on the Zoom link and join us, another fellow podcaster. So,
Yeah.
Kim, come on up here.
Haverstock.
She actually
Dude,
has a
where's Dan
really good
Haverstock?
podcast. What is the name of Kim's podcast? I forget, but it's all about
Kim
love and
Sutton?
dating. Kim Seltzer.
Kim Seltzer. The Charisma Quotient.
The Charisma Quotient.
That's
Kim,
a great title.
Kim, come on Zoom. Just
Come
click
on,
the
come
link.
on, come on,
come
come
on,
on,
come on.
Come on. You are so East Coast, and I
Come
love
on,
it.
people,
It sounds like
come
home.
on.
Come on. What are you doing? Come on.
We are begging Kim. You know, it's funny. I didn't realize. Now, I was listening to The Art of Charm for months and months and months. You know, Jordan Harbinger's previous show before he did the Jordan Harbinger show, and he would always bring on this person that was a person or a dating coach or a relationship coach, and I didn't realize it was Kim Seltzer. And I'm like, Kim Seltzer,
Really?
you were the Kim that was on Jordan's show, and yeah, it was Kim.
Impressive.
So Kim, please just hit the little hit the little
And Strickland, you can cut out some of this, like all that talking over top of each other, all the nonsensical
really-
shit in the middle.
that is-
You can.
JJ, you're assuming he actually edits.
That is
JJ,
so
that would
funny,
require
JJ.
me to go back and find the places that I need to
know.
cut out and do some editing. I don't want to do that.
That is
okay.
hilarious.
Then subject your people to all the nonsensical shit that they can't even hear.
JJ, what the fuck else are they doing right now? They're sitting at home. They're quarantined.
They're
They
not
can't even
listening because
leave
they're not
their
driving.
house.
Guys, people aren't listening to podcasts right now because they're not driving, I don't
You
think.
know what? They never do anything for us, so fuck it. We're not editing for them. It's that simple.
Thank you, Doug. I appreciate you clarifying my stance on that 100%. Exactly.
Except
Okay.
Jenny
I'm the
in
one,
her
now
Jenny
I'm
in
the
her
one
purple shirt, reaching
weirdo.
her hands up.
Go ahead.
Could you?
Go ahead, Jenny. Go
Yeah, I'm the
Tilt
one
the camera
weirdo who
down.
listens to.
ahead. Strickland, stop it. Stop. Oh, Lord.
Sorry.
Marcelo's got a big smile on his face. Are you going to flash us, Jenny? It looked like that was a flash about to happen.
Hey, you know
No,
what? Doug
I'm
is
the
the one
one
that's saying,
weirdo.
"Oh, Strickland, calm down, calm down." And then he says, "Hey, would
Go!
you flash us, Jenny?" Like, I didn't say that. I just said turn the camera down a little bit. I didn't say anything about flashing. So
No,
I-
I'm the
I
one.
can't
I'm
see
the one
Marcel-
weirdo who actually listens when I like get ready in the morning. I don't listen when I drive. I
Yeah,
listen when
it's
I
too-
get ready. When I'm
Okay,
doing makeup.
that's good.
and-
But
too
are you getting
distracting.
ready to go somewhere now, or are you going to get ready to just go sit at your desk? You're not getting ready right now, are you?
JJ
No,
makes a
see
good
me
point.
no-
There's
see me no
nothing to get
makeup?
ready for anymore.
No.
Other than fucking sitting at home. Good
You know,
I'm
it's funny.
sorry, Marcel. I have nothing to get ready for.
You know
You
what?
don't need
All
to
he
get ready for
cares is
me.
that you just take your clothes off. It doesn't matter if your hair's done
He
or your
doesn't
makeup
care,
on. Just
right?
take your clothes
Right.
off.
He doesn't care. I don't even have to shave.
All right,
It's
wait,
wonderful.
We have 3 guys here. We have 2 girls here. Let's talk about that for a quick moment because that is really very interesting. Why is it guys will be ready at a moment's notice? JJ could say to me,
Blowtorch oven. Why do I have to keep
JJ could
explaining
say,
this?
now
Your
I could
unit's
be,
on the outside. Ours is on the inside.
I
It just
could
takes
have
a
just
little longer.
literally come in from the garage. I just was washing the car. I'm like, I've been cleaning the house, doing all sorts of shit, been errands and stuff, completely a mess. And JJ's like, do you want to have sex now? And I'm like, yeah. And then I'll come to JJ and I'll be like, I'll have spent the last 3 days like romancing her, bringing her flowers and cards. We've gone out to movies and we've gone to dinner.
I have a
wonderful
feeling
dinner.
that's not
We
what
do all of
actually
that.
happens.
We do all of this. I woo her. I
What
dine
romance
her.
are you
romance.
talking
I do
about right
all
now?
of these things. 3 days I spend preparing for the one
romance are you
question.
talking about?
Your problem.
Hold on.
You're taking way too long, buddy.
Listen,
The one
listen,
question
no.
that I'm going to ask, and the question is, can we have sex now? And she'll be like, no, I'm not quite ready yet.
No, okay.
God,
So
you're
wait,
such a
wait.
liar.
Doug and
Yes.
every man listening to this right now,
Yeah.
sex starts the minute the previous session ended.
That's funny.
It's too much work if that's
I know
the
exactly
case.
where
It's
you're
too
going with
much
that.
You know what
work.
I mean?
So you're saying it's never ending. It's never ending.
For women, we want the caring, the wooing, the thing. Now, I'm not saying this is true for everyone because some of us, we feel a boner behind us in bed and we're good. But there are others who prefer a little more prep.
Jenny, when you say some of us, which category exactly do you fit in? That's all I want to know.
That's
Sounds
very
like
good.
It's good for Jenny.
What?
Sounds like a boner
What's the
behind her
category?
is just enough.
Okay. Maybe I just haven't been seeing the
Taking a
right
sip of
women in
wine,
my
I'm
life.
sorry.
That's
Yeah,
what
can I
it
tell you-
is.
Hey, I told you about eHarmony. You just keep telling me no.
Oh my God!
Can I-
So JJ's big. Go ahead, Strickland.
Can I tell you a joke
yeah,
that I think
yes,
may
please.
clarify things
Appropriate.
for you since we're almost 2 hours in? Okay. If a guy in a ridiculously hot car drives up on the Las Vegas Strip, pulls up next to a hot woman, and the guy is like really good looking, right? And he rolls the window down and he says to the woman, "Hey, babe, hey, why don't you come up to my really hot condo right up the street and like we can go fuck," right? And he's a good looking guy and he's a great car, right? 9 out of 10 women are going to say no.
No, exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Okay. Let's flip it around.
American Psycho.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
I love where he's going. I like where he's going. I like
Okay.
this. So flip it
The
around.
difference between how men and women
Hold
think.
on a second.
Right,
Let's
exactly.
Strickland
This is
speak.
the difference between how men and women think. Okay.
Yeah, Doug.
A moderately attractive woman in a beat up late model Pinto pulls up to a guy on the Las Vegas Strip, rolls down the window manually, by the way. There's no motor, right? She's got to crank the crank.
Right. Crank it down.
And says, hey, you want to go up to my shithole studio apartment around the corner and go fuck? 9 out of 10 guys will say yes. That's the difference between men and women.
I don't know.
Doug,
I
is this?
Yeah, go
there's no
ahead.
kids in your house, right?
In my house, no.
No.
Right.
My kids
You
are
just-
grown up, older, out of the house. They don't even want me
Right.
near them.
Yeah. So yeah, you just need to take JJ and show her who's the boss, I guess. Yeah.
I don't think she's into that. She's not a sub.
No, I think that she probably would be. It's just not my style. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because it would
Well,
be not be
apparently
me.
it takes
It
you
would
3 days. Then I'm sorry, buddy.
Then that's fine. Then that's fine. So then I have just resigned into the world of it's just going to happen whenever it happens to happen.
Whenever she chooses, because you apparently aren't assertive enough. So
exactly. So
that's a whole other episode.
JJ, you say what? You say what? Add to the comments here. You're making all sorts of faces. I'm just very curious where you are. Aside from sanding off your calluses, you're muted for some reason right now.
I'm not. I'm just not talking.
Oh, okay.
She's
I thought you were
making
saying
things
a word
nice
or
and
two.
soft for the hand job you're gonna get.
Oh my.
It's much better if I just don't talk. That's all. If you just guys talk amongst yourselves, it's very interesting for me to learn.
I'm
It
just
feels-
saying. I'm sorry, JJ.
It feels very much like we are ready to hit stop on this and then hit record on men, women, and relationships to
Oh
start
my
a new
God,
episode
this
of
is such
that
a great
as
women,
soon
men,
as
and
we finish
relationships.
this
So
up.
I love the whole idea. I think we actually had an episode of women are an oven, men are a blowtorch.
We did.
Yeah, I think
Women
we
are
need
an
a
oven
repeat
and
of
men
that.
are a blowtorch.
Yeah,
Interesting. Good
very
line.
interesting. It is a very interesting
like
analogy,
that.
and it is the reality of I think 90% of the relationships that are out there.
Mm-hmm.
Got to keep that oven going. Never turn it off.
Do you remember Carol Higgins, Doug?
Yeah, but Marcel, hold on. Before we get to Carol Higgins, Marcel, I want to live my life. I don't want to be living for the life of someone. I'm not saying this about JJ, but I'm going to say I want to live for, yes, these moments of pleasure. They are wonderful and they are great. And I'm excited when I have them and they're great. But for me to have always in my mind, I've got it. Who's joining us? Somebody's joining us.
iPhone is connected to audio.
Facebook police.
Fucking
iPhone.
Apple.
It's just iPhone.
Too many
whoever-
F-bombs.
Oh no!
Somebody
Doug,
hasn't
if-
renamed their iPhone.
Somebody's
Doug, you're
Please
just
continue,
you're just
Doug.
not
I'm
doing it
dying
right.
to hear the end of that.
Oh, wait a minute. It might be my daughter because I see that she's just joined our Facebook. Hey, Rachel, who's just joined us on Facebook? On,
Oh shit!
Zoom?
Rachel Sandler joined.
Oh, it's connecting on audio, so I don't know who it is. We're going to find out in a second. Who
I
just
hope
joined
Rachel
us on
doesn't bring up the
Muted?
episode
Not
where
All right,
I
muted.
was.
I'll unmute. Who there? Who's with us now? Hello? Who's on
If
the
it's
iPhone that just joined us on Zoom?
If it's Rachel, I hope she does not give me shit about the episode where I gave her shit about getting her master's degree in music like 2 years ago.
Who just joined us on the iPhone? Is it Rachel Sandler? I can't tell. Nobody's talking. Okay,
I don't hear anything.
if you
It's a
decide to
ghost.
talk, let us know. I don't know who just joined us.
Anyway,
Well-
continue your thought, Doug.
Well, it's hard to continue
Doug-
my thought about sex if it's my daughter on the
Good point.
Continue it. I'll continue it for him. Doug says he doesn't want to live his life,
Oh
in
yeah,
that way,
yeah. So
too.
so that it's very interesting. So my philosophy, and maybe I just have to adjust my entire thought process, but my philosophy is for that fleeting moment of pleasure, ecstasy, that moment, I have to think about that my entire day and my entire life and my entire relationship, Marcel.
That's pretty much how most guys think. So
Well,
I don't
I
see
don't-
the problem.
But I don't. But the problem with that is that when I'm working, when I'm doing stuff, when I'm washing my car, when I am taking a walk down the block, the last thing I want to have to focus on is what can I do additional to please the woman that's in my life? Because wait, go ahead, JJ. Go Go ahead.
Okay, prior to me, because I don't require anything of you. I think you've mentioned that I'm quite easy to be with because I don't hold you responsible for my feelings, right? I would say that in other relationships, you did very much do that. You wondered, what could I do to please that person so that they would like me more?
I agree with you. So at the same time, what is it, Marcel, that you think that I could do differently in my life that would make it more beneficial to JJ or any woman that would be in my life?
I might have to observe you, but in general, you just have to perhaps exude a little more dominant nature to where the woman's going to respect you more just for your, it can sound sexist, but I honestly am not meaning it this way. That a lot of women are attracted to a man who's has a more dominant, assertive personality, which is very different.
With respect to her.
Okay.
Very different than domineering.
Okay.
Domineering is not good, but
doesn't it help you align with that belief system if you are a little bit more of a dominant man? Marcel, just knowing you and knowing Jenny and the relationship that you guys have, and this is not a challenging conversation for either one, for any of us to have. You're much more of a masculine guy than I am. I am much more feminine than you. I am barely over the masculine feminine 50-50 point.
So can I jump in on this? Because I know both of you. I think you guys are equally feminine. Interestingly enough, I think you guys are equally feminine. Because he has spent a lot of his time, Marcel, when I say he, has spent a lot of time hanging out with women. He understands the female mindset, and he gets it, and he comes in as a non-threatening dominant. So it's a difference between dominant and domineering.
Then I completely just don't even understand the process or the mindset or the action then. So
JJ's raising her hand.
Go ahead, JJ.
Marcel, what's your birthday?
May 22nd, 1974.
So you're a Taurus.
No, cusp.
He's
I'm
Gemini.
Technically a Gemini, but on the cusp of Taurus.
Taurus, Gemini. Okay. All right. I'm just checking. I was just curious as to your energy astrologically.
It's one of those conversations that it gets me so flustered with myself and just with the situation, not with JJ, but the situation in general in life. This is the station that I have found myself in many, many, many times, probably the vast majority of any relationship that I'm in. Strickland, I won't mention a name and I won't mention a time, but this is a time that you probably are familiar with at some point in my life, is that I had somebody actually stop seeing me because she said, "You're too nice. You're too nice."
That's the thing. It's nice guys finish last. It's not that they're nice. It's that they're not assertive enough. It's one thing to be nice and then take what's yours, quote unquote, and not, again, not trying to be sexist.
Okay, so I am
100%
comfortable with the fact that then I am just going to be alone or not being in a position where I am in control of sex my entire life because for me to change that process, that part of me, I really feels like it changes the core of me.
So can I make a suggestion, Doug? So first of all, I got to make a funny comment about despair.com. For those of you who don't know, demotivators, there's a great despair.com demotivator that says, at some point you realize that the one common denominator in all of your dysfunctional relationships is you.
Yeah.
Right. So Doug, when you say over and over and over and over and over again,
I
this
don't
has been a
doubt
problem.
this.
Well, fucking fix it if it's a problem. But more importantly and more specific to you, I would say, it sounds like what you're saying, again, I'm paraphrasing, correct me if I'm wrong, is that this one specific aspect of your relationship with like, hey, you know what? If I want to have sex with JJ, and by the way, it's kind of rude that we're talking about her like she's not even here.
She can
but
chime
you know
in.
That's the concept of what we're doing here. So
she can chime in here if she has anything to say. She's remaining silent because she likes to listen and investigate what's going on for me.
Well,
so
the bottom line is, what I would say is, in any aspect of your relationship, if there's something that you sort of have an issue or a problem with JJ, maybe you should talk to JJ about it.
This isn't a problem. This isn't a problem.
If it's not a problem, why have we been talking about it for the last 10 minutes?
Because I think it's an issue that I think that a lot of guys have, and I've had in my life.
Hey, hang on, issue and problem, they are very close together.
Okay,
are they the same or just close?
Okay, ask me the question specifically so that I can answer the specific question. I can talk about the issue concept
first.
in
Tell me what the issue.
The issue is for a guy, for a guy, specifically me in this particular case, for me to be able to change my whole, what I feel like is my core. What Marcel is saying is you have to apply or assert yourself as a dominant man in order to be received in a sexual manner by your partner. And in my mind, it's like, okay, go ahead. So that's what I think the issue is.
Marcel has offered a possible solution.
Yeah.
What I'm asking is, what is the core problem?
The problem is that I don't feel like I'm a domineering or a dominant man.
That's not the problem.
Oh, what's the problem?
Because you don't want to be dominant or domineering.
Okay.
I get that.
So
why do you feel you need to be more dominant or domineering? What's the core problem?
No. What I was saying was, why does it appear like every time that a guy, in this particular case, me, wants to have sex, it's like in order for me to have sex, I have to go through this process, and the process JJ?
Okay,
when is the last time I said no?
Right, but that's it. That's what I'm saying. That is, I want to find out what the core problem is.
There is not one. He's just making up shit to talk about in past relationships.
Thank you. That's what I see.
Hold on a second. If we were to have sex as often as I wanted to have sex, how often would that be?
Every day.
Okay, and how often do you want to have sex?
Not every day.
So there's the issue right there.
Blowtorch oven. It's just
okay,
different.
Marcel.
Keep that oven going hot, and that's the thing.
If you want it, you got to work for it. You can't just decide because I'm different that it's somehow a problem. You actually have to do something to get me to be where you are. If you want me to be where you are, it's that simple.
Okay. Here's the thing. Doug, she doesn't want to have sex every day. I bet if you just had a different aura about you, she might then want to. It's just every woman's different, obviously, but that's the thing is she doesn't want to have sex every day.
I don't really want to have sex every day either. So I don't want to put myself in that position.
But you're open to it.
I'm open to trying to see. I'm open to being tired of it.
If it was on the menu every day, I'd be happy to try it every day.
But it seems like it's not. And again, maybe our relationship, JJ, is different than everybody else's that's out there. It's almost like I don't think it's ever my choice. It's never my choice.
That's what it feels like to you, perhaps, and maybe that's the core mindset issue.
Well, JJ, again, you can chime in.
Okay, last week I think you were like, no, what was you said, can we have sex? I said yes, we had sex. I don't know. How was that not your choice?
Wait, who asked for sex?
You.
This is feeling very much like men, women in relationships, and not very much like the Nice Guys in Business. By the way, I want to point out that we are at 2 hours and 10 minutes, which is way fucking far beyond the longest episode we've ever had.
Now you guys are 2 episodes in for the next 2 weeks.
Right. No, we're not going to split these. Because that would require editing, and I'm not going to fucking do that. Right. So funny. I am going to make an executive decision to wrap the episode here.
Wow.
Now, I'm going to make a suggestion that, Doug, if you and JJ want to continue and have a men-women in relationship episode and you want to invite Jenny and or Marcel and Jenny's
riding
crop, please feel free. I got to go make dinner.
That's what it is. It's not that it's a long episode. It's like
I've been drinking this much Fireball, and I haven't eaten anything all day. And sorry, it dripped on me. Can't waste it. And I gotta fucking eat something, or I'm just gonna pass out. So
I got it. Okay. Well, JJ, we could have another conversation on another show, but I think we should probably go make chicken pot pie right now, don't you?
I know. I haven't even started making dinner, so maybe we want to do that too.
Way to get the oven going, Doug. There you go.
Literally,
chicken pot pie. You gotta cook in the oven.
And my
you can't
quiche,
cook a chicken pot pie.
Yeah. What about your
with
quiche,
a blowtorch?
My quiche is done, ready.
Oh boy! Wow, we had a lot of people join and unjoin throughout the course of this. This was actually a really fun episode. A really fun episode.
This was long but fun. Long.
That's what she said.
Yeah,
I have not
Just
had
wait
that
for it.
sexual
God, I
encounter in a
want
very
my
long
fucking
time.
rim shot so much right now.
All right, let's wrap up here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Marcel and Jenny, thank you for being here from the very beginning. I think, Marcel, you were here in the very beginning, weren't you?
Not quite.
But
Not
almost
quite, but
there. So thank you
close.
for being here for almost the entire time. Thank you.
You are most welcome, sir.
We should have a full round conversation on women, men, and relationships one more time. We'll talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly about all relationships. JJ, would you be open to that?
Yes, I would be open to that.
We have a
panel
very
conversation.
interesting story.
See, Doug, that was the problem. You asked her. You should have said, "So, JJ, let's do this."
Okay, everybody. And with that note, Steve O'Brien, go ahead and take us out of here.
For the nice guys on business, I'm Steve O'Brien. Because it's such a fine line between stupid and clever.